Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Oh, hi.
Oh, we're on. Hello. Are we live? Is this live? Is this real life?
This is Stones Live.
What? Stones Live, and a very special edition indeed. I am the mad scientist. This is Deadpool.
Yeah. Or
wrong night.
I forgot my costume. Sorry.
Justin Caritis and Justin Kelly.
Yeah.
Twice the Justin tonight.
JK.
Double the Justin.
Doing it.
So what could go wrong? It could be like a Justin, like a time warp.
A lot. Whenever you say what could go wrong, a lot could always go wrong.
That's usually how it works. We have a very special guest in the house tonight, an affiliate of Stones Live, Mr. Bart Hansen himself from Crush Live Poker is joining us in the game. We're incredibly excited to have him here, and we have a pretty unique lineup tonight. Usually you see like 80% of the players, they're the same guys over and over and over again, and that's not a bad thing because we have some awesome players. We got the heroes, we got the villains, we got the guys that play crazy, the guys that play tight, and the sharks. We got them all. But tonight you're gonna see a lot of new faces and a couple of the old faces as well.
I like it, yeah. And I recognize one or two people we've seen on the stream like one other time, so they're familiar, but it's like a nice treat to see them again.
Two guys on the table, and once we start introducing them, we'll get around and we'll point out who they are. But two guys on the table contacted me about 3 weeks ago. It's kind of a cool story. They watch our stream from Connecticut.
Really?
Yes, and they just were going to be in town this whole week, and they wanted to play both nights. Unfortunately, Wednesday is Veronica and friends, and they are not Veronica's friends.
They put that on lockdown. Veronica runs a tight ship.
She does. She's very hardcore. So the only night we could get them in was tonight. They were in. They were automatically down. They showed up tonight, landed in Sacramento, came in straight from the airport. They had their bags with them, their little rolling luggage bags, walked in. We got them some dinner, sat them down at the table, and they're here joining us tonight. We have a couple other people from out of town, and behind that game, not even on the stream, you can't see it, but it's there.
You can see it in the very upper left. You can see just a remnants of it.
5-5 PLO going as well. So another cool thing about Stones Live, not all of the games are streamed. Some of the games that we run, the more niche games, 8-16 Omaha High-Low, 5-5 Pot Limit Omaha, those also run on the side game too. So we organize that for the players that love to play those games that you don't just walk into a casino usually and that's going. Like you got to organize those players.
I'm still jealous of the guys who got off a plane right from Connecticut and they're like, we're going to Stones.
But
I wish I could always do that.
It's so cool. They're on the other side of the continent and they're watching us and they're like, hey, we're going to be in California. Let's go play in this game.
Why not?
How fun is that?
Let's do it.
So they're here. So let's head down to the table and introduce these guys. Seat one, we have a regular, semi-regular to Stones Live. That's Matt Kramer. And as you can see, he doesn't look like that picture in real life.
He's not quite as gray.
He's got more features too, but that's Matt K in seat one. In seat two, also someone that from time to time comes on the stream. He's not there all the time. That's Michael C. Michael C's a crusher, by the way.
Absolutely.
He's one of those dangerous players.
I see the AMG hat, so he makes his Mercedes payments via poker. I respect that.
No payments. He bought that cash.
I'm just kidding.
He bought it cash.
Wow, ballin'.
Seat three is one of our guests from Connecticut. That's Will. Will, it's a pleasure to have you here. We're so honored that you watch the stream from the East Coast and that you show up with us tonight. We don't know anything about Will yet.
It's super awesome. I love that we have just a super okay, I'm just going to fly in from across the country. Nobody knows me. Let's do this.
It's not the furthest someone's come. We did have Leo from Malaysia stopped in, but it is great to see people from across the country that love our stream. And remember, watching at home, if you want to play on the game, all you got to do is type ! Join !
Yeah, whatever. Exclamation something.
Help me out. put an exclamation mark in there, type join, and you'll get all the information you need to join the game. All right, moving along to seat 4, you will recognize this young man. That's the madman himself, Bill H. This guy's
completely
insane.
fearless. Completely fearless.
What'd you call him?
No.
Is he the rangeless monster?
No, the rangeless. This is the rangeless monster actually over here. But Bill is another prime example of a rangeless monster.
Bill has no fear.
Good luck putting him on a hand.
Yeah.
You'll 3-bet, 4-bet to $100, $200 pre-flop, and Bill will call and he'll have like, oh yeah, I had 4-6 and I totally crushed it.
Cool. Seat 5 is not there right now, but it's my favorite profile picture of all time.
Kyle G.
Kyle G. Kyle G. Veronica's favorite, the honey badger. Okay, it looks like we're getting down to some game action, so we're going to try and speed it up here and get through them. Seat 6 is a Stones Live regular.
That's
Peter. Peter K. Over there in seat 7 is another one of our friends from Connecticut. That's Josh, and I promise you, he doesn't look like that picture. All right, seat 8 is our special guest for the evening. Crush Live Poker's very own Bart Hansen is in the house. Bart, we're so happy to have you here. And last but most certainly not least, my crush of the evening, seat 9, that is Kelly W. Kelly has also been on the stream a couple of times.
I was going to say, we've seen her before, and she's no stranger to the game.
Fantastic player. And from my understanding, before we got into the game, before we were streaming and recording, Kelly has already doubled up. So she's sitting on, looks like about 3,000.
And I happened to walk over right when that pot was happening, and after this hand, we'll go over that pot.
Okay,
it was
cool.
Pretty intense.
So we're coming into the action here. We're already on the flop, and it looks like heads up, and that's it.
Okay.
Commentating poker is that easy.
Boom, that's it. So everybody folds, that guy wins. Good talk. So Kelly, I walk up to the table. I missed how the pre-flop action went down, but essentially the board comes out ace, 8-8, I believe, queen on the turn, brick on the river.
Okay.
And then it was like a bet, re-raise, 3-bet, I'm all in, I snap call. And Kelly had aces for aces full of 8s, and Maddie had 8 queen for 8s full of queens.
Oh my God. Why couldn't that be on the stream?
And what was so painful for me too is that, I don't know if you guys remember this, but about a month ago, Maddie was on the bad end of had the monster nut flush against Mike Postle, rivering a straight flush, and just, I mean, it was one of those hands where, I mean, after the cards get flipped over, Maddie, his glasses are like fogging up. Maddie's like wiping off his glasses. I mean, it was brutal. So at the end of the day, I'm like, Maddie, you've already been through so much.
Oh my God. And we love Maddie. We love him. So sorry that happened. We would have loved to have Maddie on the stream tonight, but he chose not to fire a second bullet. That's fine. Regroup. Come back strong and fresh and focused. You don't want to play when you're on tilt. That's the worst thing you can do.
Heard there were some really crazy grinders from Connecticut, and he didn't want anything to do with it.
And we'll see how these Connecticut guys play. Number 1 key to poker commentating, moist lips. It's important. Remember it, kids.
That's this guy, man. I mean, I did the whole thing in a Deadpool mask.
For all you
listen to me.
For all you kids wanting to grow up to be poker commentators, that's the key. Just ask Lon McCarran.
That's it.
Yeah, all you need to know. All right, we got a flop coming out 3 ways. King 5, Jack 7, and Ace 9. Michael, Bill, and Kelly mixing up the action. Michael's going to go ahead and check even though he hit his king. Checked around to Kelly, who looks like she's going to take a stab at this with Ace High. Ace 9 of diamonds, not a bad hand to get into a cheap pot pre-flop.
Absolutely. But it was suitored.
It was suitored. I was thinking a good idea for the stream would be to install buzzers in the chair that electrocute you every time you say suitored.
Me?
Anyone.
Oh, that's messed up.
Anyone.
Like, I mean, because if it was you, I'd be totally for it.
No, we love the made-up poker terminology.
Honestly, it's all made up at one point or another, and
That's
then
true.
everybody else just goes with it.
It's true,
So,
from the very beginning of time, I mean.
Oh my God. And I love our chat too. We got all the regs in here. Angry Pollock, of course, T-Burke, Rick and Barstow.
Oh, Angry Pollock actually showed up in the chat room at the beginning?
I know. But then she'll pass out from the mom juice for an hour or two, then she'll come back. That's what we love about her.
Love you, Angry Pollock.
Brian 0007, what's going on?
Angry Pollock is going to be getting drunk and playing poker on Wednesday.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
That's always a blessing. If you guys have
here.
not tuned into a Veronica and Friends game before, you can see the advertisement there for it on your screen. Do yourself a favor and just be here for 3 hours of awesomeness. They spew chips, they spew wine, they spew insults, they spew compliments.
Sometimes they puke on the table.
Yeah, it's true. It does not work well with their RFID readers.
One time, yeah. All right, we got a new hand shaping up here. A couple playables. Kyle with ace king, Peter with pocket 7s. We're around to Bill, who is not going to mix it up with queen 4.
Oh, that's such a Bill hand.
It is a Bill hand.
Bill.
But you know what, Bill is...
Bill's playing so snug already.
It's not that he's playing snug. Bill, it looks like he's crazy, but Bill is actually taking the time to learn the table before he starts mixing up this game. And I can tell you, hang out for another 30, 40 minutes, you're going to see a whole new side of Bill. All right, we get a flop.
Boom.
8-6 deuce.
Exactly. Peter's 7 still way ahead here. Kyle's our resident honey badger looking for an ace or a king. But that's not going to slow him down. It looks like he's reaching for chips.
And he's leading out from the big blind. Now, Kyle's thinking here has to be something along the lines of, I'm in the big blind, I'm completely disguised. Ace-king's a strong starting hand, but he has completely missed. Peter chooses just to call. That's a great card for Peter.
Great turn for Peter. So now his 7s pick up open-ended as well.
Gonna be hard right now at this point for Kyle to get rid of him. And the thing is, Kyle is an incredibly intuitive player. He's going to pick up on these types of situations.
And he's got to think that, because Peter's not exactly super loose and aggressive, so he's got to think Peter was maybe somewhere in the range of that flop. And that 5, it probably didn't hurt his hand. I mean, it probably kind of helped wherever he was at in this pot already.
Peter fires out. It looks like a couple hundred. Going for 115 according to our graphics, $115 bet into a $270 pot. That's going to be enough to take it down. Congratulations to Peter, scooping a hand with pocket 7s. These are the situations where I'd love to rabbit hunt, you know, because I'm a results-oriented player.
Oh no, it's like
the exact kind that Jake
hates. The exact opposite of Jake. Right
yeah,
here.
the exact opposite. That's why I sat on the other side.
I figured that we were going to mirror it. We're going to mirror it, mix it up a little bit here.
So open-ended and second to top pair on that board. Peter's in really good shape right there.
Now this is for a 5-5 game. Look at these stack sizes. Awesome. 3,300, 3,200, 3,100, 2,100. I mean, this is
I have to tell you, when Bart got here late, okay, because he had to fly in from Burbank.
I asked him, I said, when'd you get here? He's like an hour. Like, I just came in and sat down.
Yeah,
I said, how's the game? He's like, I just sat down.
Just like the Connecticut guys, he landed, he came in, and he asked how much he can buy for. He's like, is it 1,000? I'm like, well, this game's been going an hour, so you can buy the largest stack. So like, what's the largest stack? Oh, it's 2,500. He's like, I'll take that.
I'll take that.
And he ended up taking 15, but you know.
Oh, no, you short sell him. You short sell him. You're like, no, we'll just give you 15. What are you keeping him on a leash?
Well, what's he need? Look, he's already up a little.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, no, maybe he's up a lot. Those are white chips.
Those are white chips. So guys, especially if you're just tuning in for the stream for the first time, we'll post it in the chat, but the chip denominations are whites are hundreds, greens are 25s, and reds are 5s, and those little blue chips are dollars. We call them tippy chippies. I call him that, apparently, and I'll get ridiculed for that in the chat, so I can't wait.
Please ridicule him.
That's good. I need it. It's part of my normal Monday routine.
All right, Will from Connecticut's out of there. We're back around to one of my favorite players, to be honest with you. This guy is growing on me.
Who, Bill?
Bill.
Absolutely. Well, Bart makes it 40. Bill's like, I got the button, I got king 10. That's way more than I need.
Why not play? We're here to play poker. We're not here to just hang out and watch, right? 5 ways to the flop. Oh, 3 ways to the flop. My apologies. Here comes our flop. It's all diamonds. Queen 8-3. Kyle catching the best of it.
Top for Kyle.
Bart with a great flush draw.
Yeah, the only guy with the diamond. And considering Bart was the original pre-flop aggressor here, they get checks through.
Yep.
Checks through.
Bart also picks up an additional draw card here, but everyone's kind of scared of this board.
Of course, and Bill actually ends up notching Kyle here by picking up a king on the turn.
Bart's going to try and take down a small pot of 135 with a $75 bet. Bill's not going anywhere, and rightfully so, because he just took the lead on this turn card.
Bill, and because everybody checks through on the flop, Bill is definitely putting a player on maybe just, okay, you got 1 diamond and you're looking for the next one.
And no more diamonds, but Bill's still in the lead, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything out of Bart at this point. Ace-Jack, he's missed his pairs, he missed his straight, he's missed his flush.
Bart's literally got nut no pair right now.
Literally.
Literally.
He actually used literally correctly.
Standard. Fantastic. And Bill's going to play it safe, and he's going to check it as well, table the king, and he's going to take this pot.
That's all it takes.
This is what I like about our new graphics. You see the pot is 285, but it shows in the green there under Bill that he is a gain of net gain of 170.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Which I really like.
Mustak in the chat room, thank you for joining us. I believe he's in the Veronica and Friends game on Wednesday.
Wait. You better be bringing me that beer.
And he said champagne to me 3 times.
Champagna?
I would love some. Bill, actually, I just want to let you know, offered to buy you and I drinks tonight.
Yeah.
And I told him that I would be happy to, but that you can't drink in the...
yeah, that was very nice of you. I appreciate that.
I let him know, because I don't want you to get in trouble.
And that's very nice of you. So what I did was I told him to put it in a Stone's water glass and have it delivered about halfway through. Weird. Why does this water taste weird? This is fire water.
All right, new hand coming out, and already I see some playable hands for this crew. Lots of fun ones. 6s, King 10, Ace Jack, King 6 suited for Bill. That's playable.
Hey, speaking of our non-results oriented type player, the Jake, welcome to the chat, my friend.
What's up, the Jake, the bearded wonder himself? Thank you for joining us tonight.
So look at this. Will with 7s is going to make it 50 to go. Our resident Connecticut. He's representing the entire state, in case you guys are curious.
Oh yes, Angry Pollock. That's my seat he's in.
So messed up.
All right, we should, I predict, have a 5-way action pre-flop.
No, Bart's checking out.
What? King 10? Oh, well,
Bart doesn't want any of this voodoo.
Bart doesn't do that.
No,
Okay.
none of this trickery. Bill's like, King 6, but I'm suited. But I was suited. All the 6s are busy though for Bill. Now look at this flop. 7, 8,
Wow.
10. Will spikes a set of 7s.
Huge.
Josh picks up a straight draw along the same straight draw Bill has.
Yeah.
And so does Kyle actually.
Kyle,
9
yeah.
peels off.
And Bill with his back door too.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case.
Will hitting a set of 7s is a beast at this point. And he's going to go ahead and lead out, try to build a pot here. 125. Oh yes, in the chat room. My name ain't Earl. Please keep it coming, guys. We appreciate it. Rick and Barstow.
Easy money. Bet it, take it down.
Time to lay off the mom juice.
I love how, I don't know if Veronica actually coined this term, but I'm going to give her credit for it. Mom juice / wine is a Veronica coined term.
Oh, no doubt.
That's straight up. And I like how she says it's available in so many different forms, in a glass bottle, in a box.
Box especially.
Wine is always available. That's how you keep it classy. You actually take it out of the box and you just put the little bag in a backpack. And you just,
Like a straw?
Yeah, exactly. I see you've done it before then.
No.
Liar. Shame, shame.
Shame, shame, shame. What's this?
You were right earlier though with Kyle G with Honey Badger. His profile picture. It's awareness.
Oh.
Go pink, dude. Relax. Just let it happen. But his Honey Badger. I mean, because Kyle's just such like a nonchalant, chill dude, and then he just got him in like this super hardcore do-rag.
I know, I love it.
I love it so much.
That cracks me up. Jake, this is 5-5. Are you trying to tell us something? Do the graphics say 5-10?
I believe this is 5. It is.
Did we
5-5.
mess up?
Sometimes we do 5-5 with a live 10.
I'm looking. I think Jake's trying to tell us. So it's like Lassie when he comes to Barks. He's like, "What is it, boy? Oh, Timmy's down by the well."
The stakes are wrong.
Let's take a peek here. We'll log into my Twitch channel. If you're not already a follower, please follow us. We'd love to have you as our friend, part of our community.
Click that lovely green heart.
Oh no, he's saying just because it's deep. No, it got crazy early. So the reason this game is so deep right now is because before we even started recording, Kelly W busted the original seat 5, which was
Maddie.
our very own Maddie, and doubled up. So she was sitting on about 3,000. So as people were in the game, they knew it was table stakes. They started buying up.
Yeah, it got pretty brutal pretty quick there. I mean, I just walk over as it's just like, okay, bet, raise, re-raise, all in, just huge stack sizes, and I'm
Someone
like,
say steaks?
yeah, steak.
Steak.
So tasty. And I just see like piles and piles of green chips getting thrown at Kelly. I'm like, okay, well, welcome to the game.
Yeah. Hey, but you know, she sits there all innocent. Oh, I just play poker for fun.
This is fun.
It's just fun.
Somebody else flips over a boat, and she's like, oh, ace is full.
How
I'll
do
take
you
this.
scoop these chips? I've never done this before.
Take it. Hey, you know what? Whatever works, man, because she is raking in the money right now.
Oh, yeah. Anyone would love to be in that seat. Alrighty. We're around to Bart, who is going to come into this pot with pocket fours.
So Kyle, so it looks like Bill just limps with 10s.
All right.
And Kyle makes it 45 to go with ace king.
Now, do you think Bill's going to re-pop it when it gets around here and put even more money in the pot?
I'm gonna think no. I think he's just gonna call.
Okay.
I think honestly, he would have raised.
We're seeing a
pre-flop.
different side of Bill so far.
Well, because he hasn't unleashed the beast yet.
So let's see where we get on the flop here. Great flop for Kyle. Hits top pair with ace king. Matt also hits his top pair. No flush draw, no kicker, and 10s and 4s just kind of going to waste at this point.
Now Kyle here, again, our original aggressor, gonna continue the betting. Great flop for ace king here. And he's gonna fire out 75.
One thing I have to say about Kyle is that you watch Kyle when the flop comes out, when he's betting, his motions are always identical. Like he has trained himself.
Yeah.
He's trained himself to never give anything away, to always act the same no matter what he's doing. Look at him there. He's just still cautious, careful.
Now, check out this turn card for Bill. This actually gives Bill a couple of outs now. Now, along with spiking one of the 10s he was looking for, he can also pick up a 9 as well for a straight. And one thing I know about Bill is whenever you give Bill more outs, he's definitely not going anywhere. If he wasn't going anywhere before, he's not going anywhere now.
Kyle surprisingly
very safe. Now, again, this puts nobody has the straight, but it does 4 cards straight to board.
But look at Bart's 4 came on the river. He would have hit a set had he played bad.
Ooh, had he played bad. Play bad, get lucky.
Yeah. And 678 in the chat room pointing out great sizing on the part of Kyle, and it's not only what we would expect from Kyle. He's a student of the game.
Exactly. So everybody checks through, and Kyle's going to take this pot. Sweet little gain for Kyle here. Ace King actually spikes an ace and it holds. Whoa, hey, everybody, watch out.
Never seen that before.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, it's a good check through. I agree with Jake. You know, I mean, it was good that that check got all the way through. I think Kyle was pretty much in check call mode, depending on what the bet sizing was. But he was definitely going to be part of it.
Because if you're new to the stream and just joining us for the first time, make sure that you click the little heart that's on the page. That heart will let you know when we go live. However you want us to notify you. A little email, a little message on your phone, it'll just say Stones Live is going live. So just so you know, Mondays and Wednesdays, Pacific Standard Time from 7 to 10, but we also do special events, we do tournaments, and if you want to know, what you gotta do is click.
Do it. Done.
Just click.
Easy money.
So you do, just click.
And not to mention the Stones app too. Always awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, you hop in there, it's got the entire tournament schedule, the whole schedule for all the games that are running. You can sign up for a game on the fly. You can be like, hey, what kind of salad is that? And you can check out the menu on the app.
And order the salad, right?
It's true.
We're not yet. No. Second version?
Not yet.
Second generation.
Version 2.0.
Yep. All right.
Version deuces. So it looks like our dealer T left the box, and now we have Nikki in the box.
Is she a new dealer? She's new?
Which is a rarity because I don't think she's ever on this stream.
Let's see if she knows how to deal some good cards.
We're going to find out. Action dealer? Action dealer. So, it looks like Twitch 7P says, you know, why not value bet the river? Can't you get called by Ace X if the sizing is small? I don't know. I mean, he could have been worried about a possible check raise. It was kind of a scary board with the 4 cards straight out there. But yeah, I mean, he could have gone for a little bit of value there. I think he was erring on the side of cautiousness a little bit more.
They're just getting warmed up. They're just getting to know each other. Like we mentioned earlier, there's a lot of brand new players in this game, so you usually have a dynamic where everybody knows each other, they know each other's tendencies. Here, you have a lot of fresh blood on the table, so they don't know what the other players are capable of.
Yeah.
So the better players you'll see, they're going to remain a little more cautious.
That's funny. Did you do it on purpose where all the male commentator names start with J and all the female ones started with V? Straight up.
Totally purpose.
Very fishy. Very fishy. Loan for Cards asks, the Stones Live app will only work if you have a player's card. The app will work if you don't have a player's card. The only thing you need a player's card for is to sign up for a live game. So if you want to get your name on the list remotely, you will need a player's card for that. Other than that, the app will do everything else. So fantastic.
I just got some very exciting news.
Ooh.
I can't tell you though, or I'd have to kill you.
Oh, wow, what a tease. What a tease indeed. Fresh hand going around. I think I have this feeling that Bill is just warming up. Like Bill is ready.
Studying the table?
Yeah, Bill's just hanging out right now and he's playing kind of whatever. And
like
then, but the thing is, Bill is like going to build a little bit of like a straight, like normal image, and then he's just going to start bluffing at everything, and everybody's going to start folding. It's going to be awesome.
So, a funny story about Bill. I'm walking by the table and it's about 6:40, so 20 minutes before we go live, but just started recording. He's like, when do they start recording for the stream? Like, when are we on? I'm like, well, pretty much right now, it's happening. And he just looks at me and goes, I need 2,000 more. Yes. I was like, I'll get that right over for you, Bill, no problem.
I need to pump this stack right now. He does it. I mean, he's got stacks of green.
So he stacked it up. So he came here to play. He's not screwing around.
I love Bill. What a great dude.
Maybe you should ask him to marry you.
No, but he's going to buy me a drink already. That's a start.
No, me.
Oh. Well, my name's Justin.
Well, yours isn't here, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't tell anybody.
Right. Oh,
shh. Was you set ready or was it snatched?
That's Veronica's trick. Don't think I don't know.
I know. Don't tell anybody. You can't smell that off the breath?
Kelly scooping another pot. Ace King pre-flop. No need to see a flop. She has the best hand. Take it down.
Done. Master C, thank you for the compliment. I am loving these new graphics. As you guys know, especially our long-term viewers who've always been watching, we're always striving, we're always improving, we're always updating our software, adding new graphics. Some of the more recent additions have been the player profile pictures, the action tracker, so especially when it's heads up, you can see how all of the action played out all the way down on the pre-flop.
And don't forget the X-ray cam.
Oh, the X-ray cam.
X-ray cam.
That's not coming until next month, but you guys are going to love that. You guys love that, especially when it comes to Bill.
All right, we got a new hand shaping up here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Josh with ace queen. Looks like he bumps it up. The graphics say call, but it looked like 2 green chips. I'm trying to double check here.
Oh, that's got to be going to 50 then.
I think it's 50. Yeah, it's 50 to go. Bill's coming along with queen 10. He's way behind here. And Peter with suited king 6. The flop will determine how this progresses, and Peter picks up a nice little flop here.
Yeah, sweet diamond draw for Peter here.
Peter with the second nut diamond draw. No one else catching much of anything, so it'd be interesting to see how this plays out.
Everybody else is in what I call Whiff City. Population U, bro. So it looks like a little C-bet here. 85 by Josh. And Peter's definitely not going anywhere.
Where's he going?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Oh, Peter's coming in for a raise.
Okay, Peter does. You know, here's the thing. You said this earlier. You said Peter's not a crazy player. He's not aggressive. But you know what? Peter's been playing on the stream since the very beginning, which, by the way, has been almost a year now. December will be a year for Stones Live. Okay? And in the beginning, yes, I'd agree with you. But in the last 3 to 4 months, we've seen Peter progress his game to a whole new level. He makes moves.
With his gut right here. So everybody checks around, last position fires. Peter says, you know what? I think you're just firing with air, and I'm going to take it right here. And
it pays off.
Nails it.
It pays off.
Nails it.
Peter kind of firing with air, but that's a semi-bluff. Technically, the definition of a semi-bluff means he doesn't have anything yet, but he has potential to make something on the turn of the river. So he's going to go ahead and use that potential to put a bet in the pot and hopefully take it down right then. And if he gets called, he still has a chance. Yeah.
Every time we flash these chip stacks, I'm just so stoked. It's a 5-5 game, and we're just like, all these players have like 3K plus and a couple grand in front of them. I'm like, this is great.
This is 5-5.
This is great.
This is crazy.
I love it.
This is playing bigger than the 5-10.
Earlier, right before the stream started, Bill was like, hey, I'll go hop in the booth, and then you can sit here and play. And I'm like, if you give me a chip stack, you got yourself a deal, buddy.
Okay, guys, I'd like to point out we have a special guest just joined us in the chat room. Rum Cake, the one and only Scott Ball. Welcome to the chat room. Thank you, Scott, for being here. We appreciate it. Scott is the director or the lead, I'm not sure what the title is, the lead of poker operations at Twitch, which is the station that we broadcast on. We also are looking forward in the upcoming months to having Scott join us here.
And he's played here before.
He has played a couple times, and he's going to come in and he's going to be a part of our stream in the future. So thank you, Scott, for being here in the chat room. We love having you here.
Rad. Always good times.
It would be great if Scott could be here Wednesday for Veronica's game with Bart. Because we got Bart Hansen tonight and on Wednesday, and can you imagine those two battling it out?
That's called world imploding.
Yeah, Bart and Scott in the same game.
Mind blown. I'll clean off the wall.
All right, four-handed on this flop, guys. Bill hitting his ace, and he is leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else, especially Bart, who has bet 75 with ace 10. He has the top pair just like Bill, but an inferior kicker. Bart, of course, he knows how to get away.
And Michael here is going to come along too. Now, if Bart picks up and spikes a 10, it's going to get nasty real quick. 2 pair for Bart, and then Michael would obviously have Broadway here. I like to call the future. Let's see what happens. Nope, not that good.
Nothing there.
6 peels off.
That helps no one. Bill's in great shape here. Basically, Bart has to hit a 10, or Michael. Oh.
Yeah,
Bart can't win. Michael hits the 10, he wins.
It's going to be game over here. So,
Bart's out.
Yeah, Bart has to bluff everybody out of this pot. That's the way Bart's going to win. But pot's sitting at 370 right now. Bill checks over. Action is on Bart. And Bart's definitely going to take another betting line on this.
Wow,
it looks like pot's at 370.
So in Bart's looking at this, he thinks that he could be in good shape, maybe playing against a flush draw or a straight draw, but little does he know that he's completely crushed. Now, if Michael folds, Bart can win with a 10, but if Michael stays in, Bart's completely drawing.
Now, did you see Bart's initial knee-jerk reaction to just, or I'm sorry, Michael's initial knee-jerk reaction to just grab his chips and put them in? And I think a lot of that was overvalue. At this point, deposit 545. He's only got about 200 left in front of him. I think he's just going for the maybe I get there.
What would Jake say?
The oh, screw it. Bet.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Oh, kick rocks. I'm all in.
That's it. And the oh, screw it bets can really be dangerous because those are the guys who are like, oh, I got there. I had one out and I nailed it. He's like, well, my AMG's already paid for in cash, like Justin said earlier, so, I mean, maybe we'll just, I'll buy an upgrade for it. Nope, he's going to check out.
Yep.
Chili Dog, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the chat. And Bill's obviously not going anywhere here. He's going to flat call Bart's bet here, going to the river.
Boom!
5 peels off. No.
That's a scary card for the ace-king, but it's hard to scare Bill.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's also hard to put people on runner-runner flush. I mean, it definitely happens. We've seen it a lot on the stream, but it's less likely. So, and now Bart's going to fire off here. Bart's got a fresh beer. He's thinking about it.
I am Horse Crusher. He mentions correctly in the chat room that yes, he did indeed flat his ace-king pre, but we've seen Bill do that with big hands a couple times already. Yeah. He's flatted pre-flop.
Bill's slowly adding gears to his overall transmission. I mean, we've seen, like you said, before Bill was just like, I do what I want, and now Bill's definitely kind of like spunky. He picks his spots, he hops in there,
I think Bill purposely promotes that he's a crazy player, but there is no doubt he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. This is not Bill's first rodeo, as we've seen on the stream before. So, looks like Bill fires out 225, and Bart's going to call, just look him up, see where he's at. And I think kind of part of the thing that we were talking about earlier with Bill basically playing loosey-goosey, especially since I know Bart watches a lot of these streams. He does a lot of the Crush Live Hands of the Week here. So he's seen a lot of Bill's previous play here, and I think that this is really kind of that's what makes Bart pay off Bill in that instance. It's because he knows Bill's capable of just being in any sort of range there, and it got him paid. And we've seen that with some of the other players too. Some of the players who are generally a bit looser, a bit more aggressive, when they actually wake up with a hand, they're getting paid off, like all the time. So guys, if you like super crazy fun Juicy 5-5 games, again, click that heart, subscribe to us. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're always having fun, especially outside of tournament series when we always broadcast the final table as well. So, very good times here. The Jake in the chat, pow on the river.
Sorry guys, I got called away. I don't know if you know, I'm very important. My house has many leather-bound books and smells of rich mahogany.
You know what? I'll let you have it because I speak fluent movie quotes, so we're gonna allow it.
Awesome.
Going to the flop here, 8, 9, 5, couple of clubs here. Bill actually spikes up with his 8, and looks like a straight draw for Bart. Couple of overs for Maddie. Ooh, an ace peels off here.
Wow, and a club.
Yeah, completing
and a club.
Scary board. It does give Matt.
Very scary. Hey, we're on the big screen.
Hey!
That was fun. High five. Woo.
I was like, back to us. Now back to the action.
All right.
I was just like, we're in the golden hand. I love it. I love it. I mean, if you guys want to hang out with us, we'll just talk
it's
with
cool
you.
because it's like, here's this crazy action, and here's 2 Justins. Back to the action.
Whoa. And then these guys, I don't know why these guys are here. I love it.
Where are we going?
And live,
nowhere.
Live TV, anything can happen.
That's true. Justin could lose an eye.
No, why are you always trying to stab me in the eye?
I have this thing with stabbing eyes.
The last 3 or 4 streams, this guy's trying to stab me in the eye.
No,
He's taking votes in the chat to see if we can stab in the eye.
Eventually, I will successfully put someone's eye out.
It's so gnarly. So gnarly.
Awesome. Super excited to have this fresh lineup. Bart Hansen in the game. 2 guys traveled all the way from Connecticut. This is Stones Live, baby. What's up?
What's up? What is up? I want to go to there.
Let's go.
Fantastic. No, and I love that people who watch us from other areas of the country, other areas of the world are like, hey, I'm going to be in your neighborhood for one reason or another.
Yeah,
can I get on the
cool.
stream? And we're like,
it's so
yes,
cool.
Yes, you can. And especially when people are tuning in from other countries as well, different time zones. I mean, people are joining us from Australia and this and that.
It's great.
And I'm just like, what time is it? They're like, oh, it's like 3 or 4 a.m. And I'm like, good for you.
It was so
good
funny.
For you.
Just last week, and we were in a meeting, and I pulled the analytics from who watches us from where. 15% of our viewership comes from the United Arab Emirates.
Really?
I was just like, what?
Poker is alive and well there, guys. Thank you for joining us.
So great. So we got 9-6 versus 9-6, but
Matt
free rolls.
Free rolling. Look
now,
at
I like to define some of these poker terms for our players that don't know. And
Talk to me.
When you're free rolling, that's two hands that are identical, but one hand, even though you're playing for a chop, one hand actually has an opportunity to win and take it all down. In this scenario, it's because if a heart comes off, Nat K will make a flush. But otherwise, no matter what happens without a flush, 9-6, 9-6, they chop the pot.
Yep. Run It Up Legion, yes, if you fly out here, you can definitely join our stream. We'll put the info right there. You can contact, actually, JFK.
Wait, did you say Run It Up Legion? No, he can't play.
Anybody but Run It Up Legion.
Anybody but him,
There's actually
can't play.
Really small print that you couldn't see there.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, you got to choose a different username.
Yeah.
No, totally. Come on in. There, you just type exclamation mark in the chat room, join, and you'll get all the information you need to contact us and join the game. So Matt K makes a bet here with his suited cards and takes it down.
Not only was he free rolling, now he's not chopping, winning the pot.
And that just shows in poker the power aggression can have.
Poker pays, hashtag poker pays, which I've actually seen Jake use multiple times. Every time he takes his kids shopping, he's just like, hashtag poker pays, and the kids like repeat it because they're like, yeah, we just got a new Lego set. Poker pays for sure. Fantastic. And there it is, guys, right there. Exclamation point join. And you're going to see right there, you can text or call or email this crazy guy to my left here, / your right, one of the Justins. All right, action over to Michael here in C2. He's going to limp in with 10-5 suited. And Will with the mystery hand's going to come in. Oh, actually, Will's going to make it 50 to go here with ace-7 off from the hijack. And Bill. And this is where Bill starts to get crafty, guys.
There he is.
3-4 offsuit for Bill's. Like, let me show you what a 3-bet looks like with
he
4
plays
high.
plays tight, plays tight, and then raise with 3-4.
And the sick part about Bill
That's how
is
it pays off.
He'll flop the wheel, he'll flop 2 pair, and somebody will be like, well, there's no way you got 3-4. You just 3-bet to 2 1/4. There's no way.
He gets paid every time.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, so he's going to take it down pre-flop with 3-4. How great is that?
And that's, guys, right there. Talk about hashtag poker pays. 3-4 pays is what pays right there.
That is craziness.
Fantastic. Love them stack sizes. So it looks like there's close to 15K on the table, something like that. I mean, we're close to 50, in between like 12 and 15K guys in a 5-5 no limit game. Obviously, I smell. That's why Justin keeps leaving. I apologize for that. Maybe next time I'll shower first. But yeah, good times. Good times here. Fresh hand coming out.
Are you gonna shower next time?
I know. I was like, dude, you could just tell me that you're just gonna leave me. I guess
So I guess not.
I'm so scared.
I'm doing commentary and I'm working the floor at the same time. It's double duty today. I'm not complaining.
What a sick self
I'm not
brag,
complaining.
bro. Oh
I'm not
my
complaining.
God.
Okay, look, I have something to say to you. All right.
I love it. So it looks like Peter's gonna take it to 45 here with ace-9. That is the power of that lovely white hockey puck in front of him known as the dealer button. Looks like it's gonna get a couple folds. Josh is gonna come along here. And we're gonna get heads-up action here. Ace-9 versus King-10 suited. Peter with position, our original aggressor here. King 7-7 on the flop. Josh outflops Peter. But because Peter originally fired out, I would imagine we'd probably see maybe a check from Josh, and we sure do. And Peter's going to check behind.
Check behind, okay.
Peter's not falling for that old continuation bet right here. Ooh, and another 7 peels off.
Josh fills up. He's going to check again.
And is it subliminal when Josh checks with his middle finger like that? Is that just how they do it in Connecticut? I think
that's a Connecticut check.
Connecticut check. And new terms are invented every day here at Stone's Live Poker.
The
guys.
classic Connecticut check.
Thank you for joining us. And I think, you know, Josh is thinking, and the only way I'm going to get paid by Peter here is to let him kind of set his own price. So that's what he does. He checks, and Peter fires out 70. Josh flat calls. River peels off a 4. Now, I think if he checks, obviously you're going to get Peter to check behind. So I would like to see Josh take a betting line here, because I don't think Peter was raising with a single ace, or 7 anything in his hand, and that's what he does. He bets 150 into the pot. And Peter's really would be calling for a chop here with ace, you know, 3 7s on the board with ace king. I can't see him calling this here, but you know, maybe calling for a chop is never a fun spot to be in. Yep, and he's gone. He wants nothing to do with it.
Easy.
So Josh is going to take down a pot, a little over 400 bucks there. Yeah, we saw that in one of the other streams where it was one player was basically calling the chop, where they both had the straight, but one of the players was free rolling, like we talked about earlier, and it also made a flush. So it was nasty because again, you're like, it sucks when they made a huge bet. It sucks to call the chop, but it sucks even worse when you're calling, thinking to call the chop, but you're really losing. It's even worse. I don't know if you played poker before. I know you hang out here a lot.
Once.
Okay, well, there was a home game.
No, Deadpool was commentating.
Oh yeah, you were in 2 places at once. And how long did you last in that game?
No one asked you.
I was just checking. Just checking.
All right, new hand shaping up here. Bill's out of the mix. We're around to Kyle with Queen 8. He's gone. Peter folds. Looks like it's going to be a quick hand. We're around to the blinds. Bart and Kelly. Bart just comes in for 10. This was a live straddle, it looks like.
Yeah,
maybe they're doing a round of straddles.
A little round of straddle.
Okay, straddle's going to check, and we are 4 ways to the flop. Bart, Kelly, Matt, and Michael. There's the flop. 2 10s and a jack. Bart is in the lead with Jack 9. No one else catching much of anything. I expect this to be a quick hand.
Frankie B NYC, what's up? GGWEPE, thanks for joining us, guys. It's a lovely evening out here right outside Sacramento, California, actually, in the luxurious Citrus Heights, which is where Stones, is located. If you have a Highway 80 near you, hop on the freeway and just start driving. You'll hit us eventually, one way or the other.
That's true.
Just come on over.
All right, guys, it looks like our table has scored a rack attack.
Oh!
That's happens here nightly at Stones when there's football games and at select times. One table is randomly drawn for a pot splasher. Extra $100 is added to the pot.
Boom.
On the Stones live table, we don't switch to limit. Some of our games are lower limit games. We switch to limit so everybody doesn't go all in. But the 2-5 is big enough that people aren't going to risk $3,000 to win an extra $100 bonus. So this is going to remain a no limit hand. And we have an extra $100 in the pot to start, so we should see some crazy action on this one.
I love it. Well, I mean, I feel like it's great because especially pre-flop, you're already getting odds. I mean, and that's the thing about these splash pots is you're getting pot odds all the time.
Yeah.
You're always getting these spot odds. And splash pots are great, guys. We do them here.
Matt K picks up queens on the splash pot.
Of course he does. Good luck with that. Let's see if that holds.
Wow. And we got an ace queen from Bart. Bill with King Jack, I'm sure we'll get some action, and anyone else who's feeling frisky, because none of the other hands are worth much.
Yeah, the rack attack's normally done. I got you. The rack attack's normally done on Sunday during football games and Mondays during football games.
That's
right?
correct. And then nightly or daily at certain times. I believe it's 1, 9, midnight. There's a couple other ones in there.
Very
so
cool.
It just happens all the time. But in football games, we pick a game, and for every touchdown,
it's such an action inducer too. I mean, every time there's a rack attack pot, people are like, "What do I got?
Yeah.
I got 3 7 offsuit. I'm in. I'm going all the way."
Okay, so Bart looks like he just calling the $35 raise. Where'd that raise come from? I'm trying to find it. From Will with King 7. Will's actually taking a big stab at this with King 7 suited. Bill comes along, and now it looks like we're up to Kelly, it's saying 180 throw because Bart bumped it to 190 with ace
love it.
queen.
So, and this is cool because this rack attack obviously is going to be like no limit. When normally we force them down to like a 4-8 game or something like that. So this is a lot of fun. And we've seen when we've done no limit rack attacks, we've seen basically people pop out there. There's a couple hundred in the pot, and somebody just jams at like 900 pre-flop. Mike Possum cough. But yeah, you know, I mean, we've seen some crazy action. It's an action inducer for sure. And now Matt K, I mean, that's gotta feel good. You're Matt K, pot's already at $300 plus rack attack money.
All right, so Matt K's gonna re-pop it here. And it looks like 500 and some change. He's just gonna try to take it down right now. That's gonna be hard for Bart to call.
It is. I mean, because that screams pocket pair or at least ace king, but we're going with pocket pair. And yeah, you see Bart's face there. You see just the damn. I really just wanted everybody to flat or go away with.
But Matt is an aggressive player too, so he might be interested in seeing a flop. He's asking for a count. He wants to know exactly how much it is here, and then he's going to figure out what he's going to do. And also interested in what Matt has behind. You can see there he asked Matt to push up his green chips, which are the $25 chips.
And it looks like Bart's got all green except for maybe, is that a white on the bottom? And a white on
it does
top?
look like one white chip. I don't...
Maybe 2 whites on top, couple whites on top. Oh, he's shuffling whites, so there might be some whites in there. So Bart's not exactly short stacked.
No. According to the graphics, he has 2.2 thousand behind.
Oh, there we go. My bad.
But Matt with 1,000. So Bart covers him 2-1. But still, 1,000 is not. You just want to throw away 1,000.
Of course. And Bart's thinking Bart's basically weighing: is this a race? Is this a race? Do you have jacks or less? I mean, best case scenario, essentially, unless I'm dominated.
Right. And it really just comes down to, does Bart feel like gambling?
I don't know. I mean, Bart's more of an educated risk taker than a gambler, and I think he's generally got a pretty good sense of where he's at in the hand. And I don't think that Matt is doing this with airball here. I mean, although he's a player who's definitely capable of doing that, though. Must be nice for the Samsung to swap batteries that don't explode. That's good.
S5, it's pre-explosion.
Pre-explosion. Nice.
Bart really taking a long time to think about this decision.
And Bart lets it go. Correctly lets it go.
That's a solid fold.
Oh yeah, he was way behind.
Even at the 185, he might feel committed for only 300 more and the extra equity, the 100 in the pot, but he does the math in his head and he says, no, I'm not interested. Matt with pocket queens playing no limit in a splash pot, takes it down pre-flop, and he doesn't have to risk seeing that ace or that king on the board. So because we have Bart tonight, because he's one of our sponsors with Crush Live Poker, we have a special treat for you. We're gonna take about 10 minutes, step away from the game for just a moment and show you some of our original content that Stones Live and Crush Live Poker has collaborated to take. And if we have it queued up and ready to go, we might have a special surprise too with a new segment that we actually have been working on here, some post-production material for Stones Live. So it's kind of a surprise here what we get. It's really up to what the wizard behind the curtain has ready to go.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes. So don't go anywhere because this is some awesome content. We're only taking 10 minutes. We're coming right back at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Hey.
10 minutes from now, we'll be back with some more live poker action. Check this out. Let us know what you think. We're really excited to get your viewpoint on some of this new post-production content that we've created for you. All right, guys, enjoy it. We'll be right back right around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you here 10 minutes away.
Boom.
Ever streamed an Omaha high-low cash game with hole cards. We're playing 8-16, a game that is commonly Hey everybody, welcome to another Stones Live Hand of the Week. I am Bart Hansen, and today we're going to take a look at an Omaha high-low cash game. This is the first time anyone has ever streamed an Omaha high-low cash game with hole cards. We're playing 8-16, a game that is commonly spread at the Stones Gambling Hall, and we're going to see a very interesting river here. Seat 3, David DDD, has actually driven the action in this hand. He's bet the flop, he's bet the turn, and now on the river, in position, he has run into the nut low. So it's going to get checked over to him, and he has a very, very easy value bet with 3-4 as the nut low. And Danny Boxer here on the river had made a full house. He actually makes a pretty good play and checks the river with what is not the nut full house, and he doesn't have a qualifying low. So it gets checked over to the button. The button bets with the nut low. Danny Boxer calls, and this gentleman, BKT, is just in a really, really tough spot. He's in a quandary. He's got ace-king for trip aces, doesn't have a full house, but he also has a low here too. And you can see he's just not happy about it. He's saying, well, if you call, how can I call? But sometimes in Omaha high-low, especially in a limit game when the pot gets big, you just have to throw your chips in and you hope to get half. This is a lot easier of a call if you are heads up. He makes the call, and he is going to lose to aces full of deuces on the high, and he's going to lose to 3-4 on the low. He gets chopped up, and the hand is chopped between David DD and Danny Boxer. Check out Stones Live every Monday and Wednesday over at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Hey everybody, welcome to another Stones Live Poker Hand of the Week. We're going to get into it right here in a 5-5 no limit game. Now, AD has made a very optimistic open preflop for 20. He gets 3-bet by Kelly from the cutoff, and he calls. And look what we have here. Kelly, as a 3-better preflop, has flopped top set. AD, with just a gut shot from out of position, 4-5 offsuit. Kelly is going to bet out here with top set. She's not going to slow play it. She bets $80, and incredibly, AD is going to peel here for his gut shot. The turn is a 9, does not bring any help into AD, and Kelly is going to continue to bet here for value. She is going to look at her stack, try to figure out how much money she can get in there, and she bets $120. Like the sizing, but AD continues to call. He peels for 4 out, and it comes at the end. He hits the 6 on the river, but he checks it over to Kelly, and of course, Kelly's going to bet here with top set. She's going to try to figure out how much she can extract. At best, you figure AD has a lesser queen. There's no way you can possibly put him on 4-5, but the most incredible thing happens. He just calls at the end. He doesn't check raise all in, and he definitely would have gotten all of her chips. She only had $320 left. He leaves an incredible amount of value on the table. Check out the Stones Live Poker webcast every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time over at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Welcome everybody to another Stones Live Poker Hand of the Week, and we are going to take a look at one of the deepest 1-3 no-limit games you have ever seen. Up at Stones, they do Match the Big Stack, and we have several people with over $1,000 here at the table. Kathy, who is in the straddle in this spot, is lucky enough to pick up kings, but she is just going to flat call L8-8's raise pre-flop. She does not 3-bet. And that's going to bring Frank along here behind, and they're going to see it multi-way to the flop. Wow, you flat with pocket kings, and you get top set on a board that's just not that draw heavy. L8 is going to make a continuation bet, but Kathy figures there's no reason really for her to raise. She's just going to flat call, but that's going to bring Frank behind in the pot with a gut shot wheel draw. The turn comes off a deuce, and Kathy now gets checked to by L8, and she's not going to slow play now. She's going to bet, build herself up a little bit of a pot, but she bets really tiny. She bets 90, and Frank is going to continue to come along here as well. You can see L88 releases his pocket tens. We move to the river, and what a crazy river it is. It's an ace. It gives Frank aces up, but it's got to be really scary here for Kathy. But give her credit, she is not scared, and she is going to make a small type of value bet here to try to get looked up here by 2 pair, aces up, and you can see that Frank calls her immediately, and she wins a big pot. Check out Stones Live Poker every Monday and Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time over at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Hey everybody, welcome to another Stones Live Hand of the Week, and we're going to get into a pot here at 1025. This game was playing with the straddle, and JC Tran right here was in the straddle. Nate raises here to 160 pre-flop. Brian calls in the big blind, and JC Tran calls in the straddle. Both the blind and the straddle flop flush draws, but it gets checked over to Nate, and he does not bet his deuce. The turn here is the king of spades, and you can see here Brian with the top pair and the nut flush draw, but JC Tran with a huge draw, queen high flush draw, and a gut shot to a jack. He just calls the turn bet here by Brian, however, does not raise on the come, rivers the 4 of hearts, and both players make a flush. Brian with the nut flush, ace-5 of hearts. JC Tran, he's got the queen high flush. Now, Brian's going to make kind of a small bet here at the end, about $425 into $1,100, and JC Tran is going to raise it up here. He is going to make it $1,300, and you've got to love this spot if you're Brian staring at the nuts and a guy has raised you on the river. He's going to put a little bit of a Hollywood act for about a minute on, and then he finally moves all in. JC feels like he's pot committed, I guess, and he makes the call, and Brian wins a huge pot in this 10-25-50 game. If you want to check out live cash games, watch Stones Live Poker every Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 Pacific Time over at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Hey everybody, welcome to another Stones Live Poker Hand of the Week. We're going to take a hand from a 10-25 game with a 50, and this hand has a double straddle on it, so 10-25-50. It gets folded around here to Nat, who's been playing pretty wild, and he's going to open for 250, 2.5 times the double straddle, and JC Tran is going to defend the double straddle spot with king 8 of clubs. We can't see what Nat has right now, but we can see that JC has flopped top pair. This one goes quickly check. So now JC is going to take the lead here on the turn. He bets $325 here on this wet board, and Nat doesn't think about it for too long, and he's going to make the call here. So you start to think about what types of hands would raise pre-flop, check back the flop, and then call the turn. River's got to be one of the worst cards here for JC. It's the ace of diamonds, so a hand like ace-jack, ace-10, make a pair of aces. Nat might have a hand like ace-queen that could have been checked back. He's going to think about it for a little bit, and he's going to bet about $750 here into a $1,200 pot. So it gets back around to JC, and you can see the discomfort here in his seat. He's getting about 2.5 to 1, and Nat has played pretty wild. So he is eventually going to come to the conclusion that this is a profitable call. He puts the money in, and Nat turns over ace-9 for rivered aces up and wins a big pot. Check out Stones Live Poker on Monday and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. And this weekend, the 24th through the 26th, Stones Live Poker will be streaming the final tables of the $250,000 Fall Classic. I'll be there on Saturday the 24th, announcing the Monster Stack final table. On Sunday the 25th, David Tuckman will be announcing the Classic Deep Stack final table, culminating on Monday the 26th, the 6 Max final table with Lon McCarron. It will all be at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Welcome, everybody, to another Stones Live Poker Hand of the Week, and we're going to play a 10 1/4 game here, and you can see this game as deep, and look who it is. Old school favorite to live streamed poker cash games. That is Corporation Mike. He's going to open it up here for a raise, and he's going to get 3-bet. He opens with pocket jacks to 100, gets 3-bet to 350 by Harlan, and he decides to just flat call. He's going to check the flop as he makes bottom set. He's got a real handle lock on the hand, and Harlan is not going to really think about it all that much. He is going to make a continuation bet here with ace-king. He's drawing very, very slim, as you can see. He would need a running full house, or he would need to hit a 10 for a gut shot. Now, the bet is $450. Mike's not all that deep. He only started the hand with about $2,700, and he's going to decide to slow play it here a little bit. Looks like he went back and forth, and he decides to just flat call. Boom! The turn is a 10, and there it is, and now Harlan has a huge advantage in the hand, and Mike is actually going to play a little bit of a peculiar line here on the turn. He is going to come and lead out at it, and once he bets, he's basically going to commit himself. He comes out and bets more than half of his stack here on the turn, but you can see the frustration. Harlan moves in, and Mike slams his chips down into the pot, but hey, there is no justice in poker, as you can see the look on Veronica Brill's face up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Mike makes a full house and wins a big, big pot, over $5,000. Check out Stones Live Poker every Monday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. over at twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Okay, so
and we're back.
We're back. So here's the thing. This is not broadcast, post-production.
No.
Perfect. Well, I gotta be honest with you. I gotta level with you. I don't do this very often. You ready?
It's true. I've seen it. Oh, here, just.
Can you yeah, that. No. You gotta be here. This is moral support. First of all, I love you and I didn't mean it, okay? I can see you. I can see you behind me. All right, so we have a great poker show for you tonight, and we're gonna get back to it. But this is not network TV. This is live streaming. And remember at the beginning of the night when I told you, to Justin's, what could possibly go wrong?
Don't drag me into this.
What could possibly go wrong? Pretty much everything. Okay, we're working hard, fast and furious, just like Vin Diesel. We're trying to get everything back together, but yeah, and your expressions are great. Thank you. That's really helping. We're trying to get it all back together, and we're working on it right now. So in the meantime, while we're getting everything together, Justin is going to sing a song.
Wow. I don't have have anything, actually, unfortunately. I tried to write a good song for you earlier. It was called Suicide Butterfly, but it got dark really quickly.
That sounds like it would get dark.
So I decided to not end up writing that song.
So there are still chips slinging around there on the table, and there's still plenty of action going, and I think we're about 5 minutes away. Did you happen to catch any of the hands on the commercial?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I was busy running around.
All right. So there was some pretty crazy action there. One from a previous time when Bart was here, one from previous time when Kelly was here. We've had some crazy hands on this stream.
And I feel like every time me and Jake actually get in the booth, the hands are like extra crazy. So I feel that most of the time, whenever we check out like the hands of the week, I'm like, oh, I'm not surprised. There was that one time when me and Jake were like, oh, that guy rivered a straight flush, or oh, that guy rivered quads against the other boat.
Yeah, no,
I'm not surprised.
And it's interesting because there's 11 games going on here right now, and there's always other games going on, and you don't know what's going on in each individual game. You only have the representative example from this one game, and you can just see how crazy it gets.
Oh yeah.
So you know there's lots of action in the room. It looks like we have our action tracker back momentarily. We got a heads up pot with 6-5 suited from Josh and Bart with ace queen. The 6-5 has hit bottom pair and ace with the top pair. We're heads up on the flop, and it looks like action is around to Bart, who's probably going to take a small stab at this pot, $250 pot. And we got a $130 bet. My guess is, with the way Josh has been playing, that this is probably going to do it. But as this game's progressing, it's getting riskier.
I remember this hand. You can see, actually, we are time traveling. We can't see you. We can see me. There's me right there with just a little bit of shirt and jeans.
That's the same shirt?
Back. It's true. Oh, it's true. Don't tell anybody.
It sure is.
But check it out. So this actually, look at this turn. So this actually opens up some outs here for
yeah.
Josh with the straight draw as well.
Yeah, it was big time.
So now you can pick up a 5, 6, 4 to go ahead and catch up to Bart.
Love Rick and Barstow. Suicide is painless from MASH. It's the movie quotes.
That's
you can't see his shirt right now, but yeah.
I do speak fluent movie quotes.
All right, so Josh is checked. Bart has an option to continue betting here or to check and see a free river to see if it's safe or not. Looks like he said something.
Go ahead and refresh your thing. Yeah. Now, when I did see this hand, I did see every street.
Wow,
I saw Bart kind
okay.
of look over and check out, like, okay, well, how much does Josh have in front of him right now? How much am I willing to get crafty in this pot? So the river does not complete Josh's straight. Bart's still with the check mark here. And Bart's going to fire a little value bet here. Pot's just over 500.
He can't get paid on anything here, I don't think.
Oh, he can get paid on something. He's sure going to try.
Yeah.
So 340 is the bet?
340's in there, yep.
I do love this fun split cam action though. When you get heads up, I mean, just the look on both players' faces.
Yeah.
You can see the grind. You can see the gears grinding, them turning, just thinking like, okay.
I don't think that's what that means.
Yeah, I know it does. Oh, that means they're crazy. Got it. Okay, same thing. But just kind of thinking, and I feel that when you're looking at them, they're thinking exactly what we can see here easily in the upper left, which is the action all the way down. How to work out pre-flop, flop, turn, river.
And it's so cool that you can just look and see that.
I know. That's what I visualized in my head last tournament I was playing. I'm like, can I just picture this action tracker right here? And
is that the tournament you just had the one plaque?
It's true.
That's all you had?
Leave it alone. I love my plaques. So Josh correctly gets away from that hand there. And there's you traveling around in the future again.
That's it, and we do this often on the stream. It's called time travel. You may have heard of it.
Jimmy Bluffett, what's going on, my friend? Welcome.
So we had a little problem with some of the electronics under the table. So that is our grand wizard right there, Bob, underneath the table, fixing everything. And we're trying to get it right for you guys. We do appreciate you being patient with us. Again, live streaming, it's like anything can happen.
It's true.
You know?
Very true. Very true. Now, you were talking earlier about how games, you can see this is just one small sample of the games that we have here at Stones, and it's very true. I mean, and this is actually one of the things that I really, really, really love about this particular establishment is that all of the games play just slightly bigger than they do at other places. I've played the exact same stakes, which is really nice because I feel like I'm getting maximum value. I feel like I'm kind of minimizing my risk for maximum upside potential. So the 1-2 games play a little bit bigger than normally. The 1-3 games play a little bit bigger than normal. Stuff like that, and it's really nice. I mean, because you can buy them for a couple $100 and rack out 1,000, whereas other establishments you'd have to grind for like 18 hours to do that.
It's true.
And so it's a nice change for sure.
Okay, so that was the fix there. I believe
you see Peter reloading. It's not slowing down action at all.
No, it's certainly not slowing down the action. For anyone that's just joining us on the stream, make sure you click that little heart button. We do broadcast here at Stones Live Poker from Citrus Heights, California, every Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 10 Pacific Standard Time. Or as Valerie would say, specific standard time.
Specific. We're the specific standard time, guys.
Check us out. We love to have you as part of our family. All you gotta do is click that little heart. We love to show you the crazy poker action that is happening nightly here at Stones Gambling Hall. We also stream big tournaments, and you can tune in and see Justin and one of us putting on Chapstick live on the air.
Yeah, I can tell you which Justin it is. He, spoiler, it's not me. Just saying. Throwing that out there. That's just so he can blow those digital Twitch kisses to you.
All right, we got a new hand shaping up right here, and we got lots of new friends in the chat room. Streaming live right now from the Twitch homepage. We appreciate you being here. And here we go, back to the action.
All right.
Bart Hansen from Crush Live Poker in the game. It's a big night.
Yeah, showing you how it's done here. 8-5 suited, popping it up to 35, and you got Kelly right behind him here in the cutoff. Queen 8 of spades. She's going to 3-bet to 110.
Nice.
And guys, the action is back on. The heat is on. So now Michael here with pocket deuces, kind of on the small stack here. He might be thinking if he's going to get in there. Yeah, he's not going to get in.
In between all these other bets where someone can re-raise, the value's just not there to set mine at that point.
Yeah.
So coming back around to Bart, who now has a choice. He's raised it to 35. He can get away with 8-5. It is suited, however, or as you would say, suited, or get away properly here. What does Bart do? Now, Bart is a poker mastermind, so my bet is he's going to easily get away from this hand. If you guys aren't familiar with Bart Hansen, he operates a website, Crush Live Poker. It's a poker training website. Check it out. It's a great site. Footage from our broadcast, Stones Live, is used for that site, and this might be some great footage for it. He's going to go ahead and that looks like a re-raise. That looks like white chips, maybe 355.
White chips or big chips, guys?
355 with 8-5. He re-raises Kelly, who's already making a move with Queen 8. How did he know?
I love it.
How did he know?
I love it.
That's amazing.
Well, most of us have 5 senses. Bart actually has 6 senses here.
Way to go.
And this is
Bart.
funny because, and Kelly's no slouch either. I mean, Kelly's the person who could actually pick up on this, and you very rarely see this in poker where you get all the way to like 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet. But I mean, it's not beyond Kelly's range here to actually go super crazy spazzo and just be like, I beat you.
And she's dominating, but she might not know.
Dominating.
She might not know that she's dominating here.
Dominating.
How does that mean dominating?
No, it's true. It's a new thing. Just let it happen.
Okay, whatever. Frankie in the chat room wants to know which Justin is a poker player. I'm just going to be straight up with you. It's him.
Aw, he's so sweet.
It's not about being sweet. This is reality. There's a reason I'm in a suit running poker games.
And there's a reason I'm not in a suit playing poker games.
Yeah, exactly. So, there you go. Question answered. Puck says that Bart might have a physical tell. Maybe that's why she's taking so long to decide what she's going to do.
Well, and
it looks like she's stacking up chips.
I was going to say, in a player like Kelly, this is not Hollywooding. This is not like posturing
she's thinking.
before she folds. Yes, and she, yes!
Wow.
can I just get a clap? Can I
My
just get
God,
a
Kelly!
large clap to
Someone
the whole audience
give
here?
him the clap. He asked for the clap here.
That is not what we meant. That is fantastic. That is awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I'm writing that one down. I think that's hand of the week material. Wouldn't it be great?
And look at Bart. Look at Bart. Now Bart's turning. He's asking questions to her. I love it.
My
Guys,
God.
we came back right in time for this. This is fearless poker you're watching right here.
Okay, now the best part about this is this has potential to be a Crush Live Poker Hand of the Week with Bart getting re-raised on his re-raise with 8-5 and Queen
I would love to
8.
hear-
This is sick.
All I want to do, that's like 7 levels deep right there. I really want to see Bart do commentary on his own hand, on his own stuff, and he's gonna let it go. Yes!
Kelly takes it down.
I mean, correctly though, he was behind here.
Yes.
But Kelly made a fantastic play
Wow,
here.
go Kelly. So
Wow.
Bart's thinking, I know that she knows that I know that she knows that I know she knows.
So here's what I want. Can we get, okay, you know how they film those reaction videos on YouTube? I want the reaction video of Bart watching this hand.
Yes.
That's what I want. I want, Bart, please, if you're listening, I want the reaction video of you watching this hand, because good Lord, that was just awesome.
And great play on both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, Bart's play, he caught the read that she wasn't that strong, but once she pops it again,
my gosh.
what can he do?
It's amazing, right? How can you not do it? And it's crazy. It's so crazy. And I even said that too earlier in the hand. I was just like, this is not beyond Kelly to make these crazy moves.
Yeah.
And you don't generally see them enough because people don't have large enough chip stacks to pull off the 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, the I bluff, rebluff.
That was sick.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I think what Angry Polak said it best here, I think every poker player just fell in love with Kelly.
Including
right there.
Angry Polak.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys, girls, indifferent, it doesn't matter. Everybody just fell in love with Kelly.
We're
right
equal
there.
opportunity here at
That was
Stone's
so
Live.
great. I mean, even Bart's smiling. Fantastic.
Did she show?
No, she didn't.
Oh.
But Bart's still smiling. That's my favorite part.
Of course.
I love it.
It's just a game. It's just chips. It's just money. It doesn't mean that much.
Gosh, that feels good because you just don't see that too often,
Wow, that was pretty crazy. I gotta admit, I'm very impressed with Kelly's play at that.
Fantastic.
So we got a new hand shaping up, and it looks like Kelly's gonna take down a small pre-flop pot here. That was difficult to say.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of words strung together, make sentences.
I don't like to use big words. I like to use simple words that people can understand. It's true.
When in doubt, you can always just do this.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
You don't want to do it? It's not your thing? It's cool. I'll get you to do it eventually, by the end of the stream. Side bet.
Side bet?
Well, somebody else. Side bet with you. Where's the point in that? Oh, man. No, that was good, though. I mean, the only other time I generally see that sort of crazy 5-bet, replay, re-replay, is super deep in tournaments when people have a really, really, really large stack to be able to pull it off. But even then, the blinds get so huge, you just don't see it very often.
The other time is like with 2 premium hands, aces and kings or something like that, But
even then, nobody's getting away at that point. Somebody's just shoving all in. The other person's calling and saying, well, I got kings. If you got aces, we're
8-5, Queen 8.
Yes! Yes!
This is some poker happening here at Stone's Live.
And Bart correctly did get away from it too, and he was behind. He didn't even have 2 live ones. That's the sickest part. He didn't have 2 live ones to maybe snap off if she did have a big
Poker is a sickness.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple hands that wrap up quick pre-flop. Gonna get a new hand coming out here in just a moment.
Guys, if you're just tuning into, make sure you click that heart subscribe button. I can't guarantee that you're always going to see crazy 5-bet bluffs, but at the end of the day, you're going to see some good poker and some healthy pot sizes.
Here's what I've discovered is even if you don't like poker, this is a great stream to watch because we're beginner friendly and we explain things and we let people know what's going on. We're not just throwing out all these random terms like variance and...
Unless it's me and you in an Omaha game. Then we're going to throw out the term variance a lot.
Well, we just say it a lot because we don't know what else to say.
It's true.
Really.
Omaha's
That's
scary.
what it comes
That's
down
why
to.
when Jake's not here and Omaha's on, I'm scared.
Click that little heart button, become part of our family. We'd love to have you here. And you can also save Justin's eye from being poked out by doing that.
It's true. And back to being poker beginner friendly, we have a lot of people in the chat. We've had people come in here who literally just say things like, I don't even know what's going on, but I'm really having a good time watching it, or come in here and ask fairly straightforward, basic-ish questions, and we interact with the chat. We welcome those questions. We'd love to explain to you what a 3-bet is. We'll let you know what's going on. So thank you for joining us, guys, for sure. Always a good time.
So Bart's in a pot heads up on the flop against Bill here. Bart going in with the worst hand, Queen 10, against Bill's King Jack, but hits the 10. Currently has the best of it. He's going to stick a small bet in there, about 50 bucks. Bill wants to see one more card. This is the turn card coming out, and that's no help to Bill. Bart's still in the lead with, as you can see there, a significant advantage, about 88% in here. Love the chat room. Thank you guys for your input. We appreciate
our
it.
chat is always entertaining, always good times. Now, somebody in there did ask how we know what the cards are. No, we're not just really good guessers.
I am.
Well, you are,
Yeah.
but that's, you know, and I'm the good poker player. Weird.
Weird.
But weird. But no, we actually have little RFID chips in all the cards, and then the little diamond-shaped sensors you see in front of all the players actually tell us what the cards are.
X-ray vision. See
Oh,
X-ray vision.
I thought we just used the Force. Do we not? Are we not in the trust tree of the nest?
Let's go with that.
Fantastic. Yeah, good times. And again, though, if you're just joining in from the front page, those chip denominations, the whites are hundreds, the greens are 25s, and the reds are 5s.
Don't forget, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask the Magic 8 Ball in the chat room. Just put an exclamation mark, 8 Ball, and is it just 8 Ball? Just say 8 Ball.
Yeah, you just said 8 ball. Good call. Nice.
Exclamation mark 8 Ball, and ask your question, and you'll get an answer right there. Boom, instant.
Look, just because weed was legalized in California, it doesn't mean 8 balls were legalized in California.
What was that? What was that prop?
Wait, what? Huh? Prop what?
Was there a prop for that? Prop
Whatever,
8?
just ask the Magic 8 ball.
All right, new hand shaping up here. This is our pre-flop action before there's any community cards on the board. All the players get an opportunity to put some money in the pot.
Nikki B, yeah, Mike has taken a few beats. He obviously did not buy in for that low. He's taken a few beats, so he's down at his 140. I think he's just trying to look to get it in there and maybe double or triple up. See where that goes. So 3 players here to the flop. Looks like a limped around pot. Ace 10-9 here.
Ace hits.
Yeah, Bill way out in front here with his ace queen. Dumping, yes, they definitely know they're being recorded. They all sign waivers and they say yes, we are allowed to make fun of them, but you know, in tasteful terms.
Yeah.
But no, these are all good peeps here who play this game. A lot of these guys are regulars. 2 of these guys, too, if you're just joining us, actually flew out here from Connecticut. We're located just outside Sacramento, California. They normally watch our stream from Connecticut, and they happen to be out here in the neighborhood, and they hopped on the game.
That's pretty cool.
Super awesome.
I'm pretty stoked on that. That always makes my day when we get someone from the other side of the continent, the other side of the globe. It's like I always go back to Leo because it's so funny because it's Malaysia. It's a whole other time zone. He's watching us on his lunch break at work.
That's so awesome.
And then he just happens to be in California. He's like, "Can I play in your game?" It's like, even if I didn't have a seat, I would figure out how to get you in the game.
Yeah. We're gonna play 11-handed, guys. Let it happen.
Sorry, we got Leo from Malaysia here.
Doesn't matter. You guys can share a reader. We'll do Omaha for one of you guys.
Hopefully Leo's watching right now. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, he's probably on his lunch break.
Shout out. I know, right?
It's true. I mean, it'd be painful. I'd be watching on my lunch break and watching people like barrel beer and wine and playing poker. I'd be like, I want to be doing that. I don't want to be on my lunch break.
Do they have beer and wine in Malaysia?
They do, but
I don't know,
generally not on
never
your
been
lunch
there.
break. It depends. I don't know how it works, man. All right. It's good times. I haven't been there either. Maybe we should go. Wait, that's it. We're going to visit you, Leo. We're coming out.
Going to Malaysia?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Done. Trip. Yeah, bye, guys.
We're done.
Peace.
Well,
after the show.
If we actually just got up and went to Malaysia?
I wouldn't put it beyond us.
All right.
I'd do it.
Do we get Veronica to come in and cover the show?
Yeah, for sure.
You guys would love just Veronica by herself, right? You guys would like that.
She could be multiple personalities. She'd put on the pink wig. She'd take off the pink wig. You never know. It'd be great. She doesn't need the wig to be multiple
She could be
personalities.
Pinky and the Brain.
I love it. Dumping on him. Yeah, texting at the table, you know, generally you can use your phone at the table, just not during a hand, and you can't let it disrupt action as well. And yeah, obviously you shouldn't text your friend that you have aces to fold.
Yeah.
That's not very good either.
Geeky Fab in the chat room says it's 3 p.m. in Australia, so we got a viewer from Australia.
I love it.
Thank you for pointing that out. Hey, love to know it. If anyone else in the chat room is from somewhere else other than sunny California, let us know. Shout it out, guys. Be proud of where you're from.
Shout it out.
And if you're ever in California, make sure you get in touch with us and join us for a Stones Live game. We'd love to have you here.
Absolutely. Always good times. And it's great because we do have some people who hop in the chat sometimes and be like, oh, this game's easy, oh, I could crush this game. And especially you players, we always highly encourage you, please come in and crush this game.
That's so easy to say from somewhere else in the world.
Of course, we call that keyboard commando.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on in, hang out, sit at the table. We'll always have a seat for you, man. It's always good times here. I like what you said earlier about Bill, right? When he's like, Bill's like, are we recording now? Oh, then I need another couple thousand.
I need 2,000. Oh, we're on? Yeah. Bill's here to put on a show, that's for sure.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're pre-flop action here. Looks like 6 players left right now. We're around to the button. It's just $5 to call. This is a 5-5 no-limit hold'em game. Just a reminder, guys, you can see what their cards are because there are RFID sensors on the table and in the cards. So we get this information in real time. We run it on a delay. The Justin and Justin, we're totally live. But the
Super live.
The table's in the past.
I'm like half alive, but pretty alive-ish.
And about to be missing an eye.
God, every time. That's like threat number 8 here, guys. Not okay.
All right, heads up. Here comes your flop. And everyone catches a little piece of something. Bill hitting some flops.
Nice. So it looks like Frankie B chiming in here says, Bart tweeted it was a 5-5-10. I wouldn't be surprised. We have definitely seen some live straddles here tonight.
Yeah, they've been straddling a little bit, but currently this hand did not have a straddle. We got Jake around in the chat room in Canada. What's up, buddy? A lot of people trying to move there. Apparently they have really strict immigration policies, though.
I guess, especially after in light of recent events.
Let's see, it says a few of us watching from Mohegan. Connecticut. These guys are watching for Josh and Will.
Nice,
so we got a bunch of viewers in Connecticut. I hadn't heard of Mohegan before tonight,
nice.
though.
Couple locals.
Welcome to the stream. So excited to have you here. Thank you so much for being on, and we're so excited to have Will and Josh in the game. They're doing great.
Oh, South Africa. Good times. Worldwide poker. Poker is the global language, for sure.
It is.
You go sit anywhere you want. You're like, guys, this king, queen are still the same. You know what I mean? We're in.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Fantastic. Guys, make sure you click that heart and join us. We are here every Monday and Wednesday night at 7 to 10 p.m. here, Pacific Standard Time, or as Veronica says, Specific Standard Time.
7 to 10 Mondays and Wednesdays. We also broadcast our special event and last Sunday of the month final table. Those are important to follow us because depending on when we reach the final table, we'll go live. And if you don't follow us, you won't know.
Yeah. Good times indeed.
This is cool. We got Bart Hansen in the game tonight from Crush Live Poker. Check out his site, crushlivepoker.com. It's a great poker training website. He also does some awesome post-production poker videos for us and uses our footage for his training sessions on his website. And for everyone that's finding us, because we are streaming on Twitch's homepage tonight, welcome to the show. We're happy to have you here as part of our family at Stones Live Poker.
Absolutely, yeah. So we give you the entire shebang live here at Stones Live, and then what Bart will do is he'll come in there and he'll pick out a couple key hands and get into some really deep analysis on the hands about different ways that could have been played, kind of possible lines of action different players could have taken, the thought process behind what everybody's thinking. It's good times, actually. It's really, really good stuff.
I'm going to highly push for that hand where Kelly bluffs him pre-flop.
I love it. I can't wait. He's got to do that hand.
He has to.
He's got to do that hand.
That's a sick hand.
I love it. I love it so much.
That hand made my whole night. All right, we got a new hand shaping up, though. Aces and queens in this hand. And as Veronica would say, about to see some blood.
Blood.
There's blood.
There will be blood.
Yep. Josh waking up with aces. Matt sitting there with pocket queens. These are the situations that you hate in poker, unless you have the aces.
Oh yeah, and until he flops the queen, and then you're like, I still hate it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. I mean, all these scenarios happen, so.
So we got a raise to 40 here from Peter with Queen 9. Obviously a 3-bet from Josh with the aces to 130. Now action back over to Matt with queens, who's got to be loving life. Unfortunately,
yeah, he's in the big blind.
Exactly. Unfortunately, he doesn't know. He's actually kind of hating life. But we're going to find this out. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 4-bet here.
Yeah, for sure.
And just to figure out where he's at, or he's going to play it safe here. He's just
wow. Okay. You know what? With queens, actually, from the big blind, I don't hate that.
Or did he pop it to?
I think he's just called.
I might have seen some white chips there. He did 4-bet to 280.
Oh, okay, my bad. So 4-bet to 280. Did Josh just call then? Because we're already on the flop cam.
No, we're going to see. Okay, no, action's back on Josh.
Okay.
We did a little premature flop cam, guys. It happens. I swear it never happens.
Yeah, this is the first time it happened to me.
It's true. So now we're back on Josh with aces here. And at this point, when you have a player who's strong enough to 4-bet into your aces, I'm thinking I want to try to induce them to spew more chips pre-flop. And I think that's the idea that Josh is going for here.
Calling? Yeah.
He is going to call.
Yeah.
No, was it 3 and some change? That looked like 3 and some change.
He's just calling.
Okay. Now it's going to be cleverly disguised here. We did see one queen already out of there.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, so
Ace is crushing.
Josh likes to set aces here, but that's really going to kill his
Yeah,
action
it
because that's
does.
the one card
It does.
along with a king that Matt does not want to see. I would have liked to maybe see Josh, if Matt was coming off as that strong with a 4-bet pre-flop.
Josh should check here.
Yeah, well, for sure. But I would have seen pre-flop. I would have liked to see him jam maybe a little bit more and just
Yeah.
try to get in Matt to commit his chips pre. But Matt still might have gone away. You never know.
Now, the only way Josh makes money here is if Matt hits a queen on the river. Otherwise, this board has just become too scary. Matt knows he's losing to an ace. He knows he's losing to a jack. The way that Josh has played his hand, though, is cleverly disguised to where he probably doesn't believe he has pocket aces.
Oh, not at all.
But at least one ace.
Sure.
At least one ace. So we get a bet in there from Josh with aces full of jacks, and it's going to be near impossible for Matt to call, and he does correctly get away from it.
I think all in all, Matt kind of lost minimal money on that hand. That could have gone a lot worse for pocket queens.
Yeah.
But he was able to get away from that hand relatively cheap. Good game, solid stacks, 15K plus on the table and a 5-5. Man, I didn't know Christmas came in November. This is fantastic.
Bart is also going to be playing in our Wednesday night game, which is 1-3 no limit, the Veronica and Friends game. You'll see it over there on the little ad ticker in the corner there. Am I pointing the right way for the?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, yeah.
Close enough. Point down.
Down.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's right. It's right there.
There it is.
When that comes around, it's going to be the Veronica and Friends thing, and you'll see that. That's Wednesday's game, 1-3 no limit. It's Wine Wednesdays. Veronica brings 8 of her friends in, gets them drunk, takes their money. It's a lot of fun. We'll be here Wednesday night 7. It's you and Jake in here, right?
Me and the bearded wonder. I cannot wait.
The bearded miracle child.
You guys, he's also the Jake in the chat there. You can see him chiming into it. All this stuff. Very good stuff. His name is cool in the chat, but it's missing the beard, so you don't get the full effect. That's
right.
Understandable. Drake RX, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us as usual. Yeah, guys, if you haven't tuned in that Veronica Friends game before, don't let the stakes fool you. The fact that it's 1-3, people cash out thousands in that game. Like 1-3 is just the starting point in that game. We spend hundreds of dollars in wine for that game.
And that's half off, too.
Yeah, and that's after half off. I believe, as Veronica says, we have to support our Napa Valley regular.
Right.
You know, we have to keep it fresh with California wine.
It's just an excuse to get drunk.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. I tried to church it up a little bit, but if you want to go that route, we'll take it. Action over here now to Michael. He's facing a 4-bet to him. Or I'm sorry, action over here to Matt with King Queen. And it looks like he was thinking about it. He's going to get away, and so is Michael. And Will's going to take this down with a 4-bet.
Zambot is so spot on, isn't it?
Zambot's every time. Asking questions to our magical 8-ball in the chat. I mean, I don't know how many other Twitch streams have a mythical 8-ball that you can ask really cool questions to. But
and a Xanax bot.
Always good times. And the Xanax bot, just in case you need an extra one. Just pop one and chill.
Xanax bot, chill.
Everybody just needs to chill out. Listen to me.
The movie quotes, I love it.
Listen to me.
It's like a theme tonight. It's good.
It's good. It's good. You can do the movie preview voice. I know T. Burke's a fan of that.
Do it.
Are you ready? One man, one desire. 4 players to the flop. Only one can take this pot.
It's good. Yeah.
Sometimes we go.
I think
Sometimes you just gotta throw the key terms like
Romance, desire.
I think you just really did it for Veronica.
I did.
Yeah, I could just see the look on her face right now.
It's good. I know. Yeah, more of a face palm. Just man, so brutal.
All right, looks like we have a new hand shaping up here. Excited to see if we get some good action. We've had some great hands in this game tonight, so let's keep it going. Moving along, we're back around to the big blind. Looks like Bill's gonna call. Bill's sitting on King Queen, not a bad hand. But it's Matt with 10-8 that's going to hit this flop, and Josh has a mystery hand.
He hits that flop like a ton of bricks. Top pair, flush draw, bring it.
Does Josh have his cards on the reader? He does. I don't know why his hand's not picking up, but it could be anything, which actually kind of makes it more exciting. Matt is 10-8 and a heart draw.
Yeah, huge.
That's a beast hand. Matt playing really good poker tonight, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Very good poker. And he's not in an easy game. These two guys from Connecticut, Will and Josh, these guys have turned out to be excellent poker players.
I mean, this is not, this is not just a random, this is not a super easy game you hop into, like, oh, I'm just going to go crush this game. Like,
but we didn't know anything about them.
No, I know, that's the best part. And I feel like you should be like, okay, I'm going to give you one opportunity. You sure you want to sit in this game? Because it's going to be more than just your 5-5 game.
It's a crazy game. We're heads up now with Matt, still with top pair and a flush draw. Josh, we don't know what he has yet, but he's played well, so it's anyone's guess.
Yeah, mystery hand, but regardless of what that mystery hand is, I am loving Matt's hand right here.
Yeah, it's a good hand.
I mean, I know McDonald's already took the slogan, I'm loving it, but I'm going to go with it, because he's got it right here. What? I didn't call his hand a Big Mac or anything.
He's got the Big Mac hand.
Now I'm going to get sued. Damn it. So Josh checks over to Matty here. Pot's just about 300. And it looks like we got another bet of, was it 175, 200?
Oh, guys, look down right now. Look down. Underneath us. See it? That's the Veronica and Friends game.
Right in this region.
How do you get in that game? You have to be. You have to become her friend.
You have to be Veronica's friend.
Is it hard to be her friend?
It's so hard.
Really?
I mean, we do commentary with her, and we asked to be in it, and she's just like, nope.
Did Jake became her friend? Though.
And we're like, what about? Nope. But what if I? Nope. Okay. Thank you.
I have to tell you something. You're not going to be happy about it.
What?
She offered me a seat Wednesday night.
You know what?
I think I'm her friend now.
I quit. I'm done.
It's all right. There's only room for one Justin anyways.
Hold out the mustache. I mustache you a question. I can't really make that out too good. This mustache has seen better days, guys.
Oh my god!
But these are the fun trinkets we have
here. I
here.
wouldn't recommend touching that to your face.
Booth.
I drew a picture. I drew a picture for our audience at home. It's the devil surfing. It's I think it's nice. And we're gonna auction this off later.
Yeah, I remember being in first grade too. I remember getting the kids menu at Denny's with a box of crowns. Okay, whatever, dude.
All right, new hand shaping up. Justin and Justin calling the poker action for you tonight.
35 by our one and only Bart Hansen here, called by Bill. Both players whiffed the flop, but Bill, with a couple of overs and a straight draw, is actually way out in front here.
He checks. It's over to Bart. Bart might fire at this pot, try to take it down. Bart could pick up draws depending on what the turn is, so it's actually somewhat value-y to bet here if he thinks Bill has nothing.
I think Bart's still wondering what Kelly had on that one hand.
No, he probably saw it by now.
I know.
He probably saw it by now.
So,
okay, that 3 does not help him.
Yeah, absolute brick on the turn, helps nobody.
Bart might try to take this down though. Bill has checked again, showing weakness, checking on the flop and on the turn. Mistake. No, I was asked if I wanted the seat, and I can't. I got too much to do, and I'm a horrible poker player.
Oh, he's so busy.
Bill made a straight, and I think that's gonna be enough for him to.
That's it. That's gonna work. Yeah. Bill's gonna fire 200 here, and actually the sizing that Bill does is super bluffy. It's just a gross overbet, but unfortunately Bart has nothing to call. The only thing Bart could do here would be making a move, and I don't see Bart coming back over the top in this hand. He's gone.
I'd like to see a move like the robot or
yeah, the move he's just gonna get down and then just like and then fold anyway.
That's his move,
so
and
he
then
still makes a move and then gone. Yeah.
No, Bart correctly gets away from it. I think had he made another bet on the turn, there's a chance he could have taken it down.
Yeah.
But once Bill makes that straight, that's it.
So the rumor in the chat is that you actually sleep in a suit. Now, do you have like a silk suit?
I want to clear this up.
Do you? I mean,
I'm gonna set the record straight because you guys you spread your rumors and you don't know and you listen to the fake news websites and let me just get it from the horse's mouth right here. It's pajama suit.
Okay.
It's a pajama suit, okay? It looks like a suit.
You know, you sound an awful lot like Barney from How I Met Your Mother. I'm just throwing that out there. But
That's
I mean,
my hero.
I respect it.
Personal hero.
I respect it. Suit up.
You know what? You can never be overdressed for any situation.
You know why?
It's
Because you're
impossible.
legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
Yeah.
Legendary?
Legendary. You know, when I feel sad, I just stop feeling sad and start feeling awesome instead.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Guys, the logic is sound here. Welcome to Stones Live. Subscribe if you want logic nuggets like that.
I'm subscribing right now. You should too.
He's actually unsubscribing so we can resubscribe.
I do this once a night. It's kind of makes me happy.
But. And look at that. Michael taking down a pot, building up that small set. I feel like Michael's going to double up, triple up here pretty quick. As long as he doesn't get involved in some massive, like, 4-bet pot with Kelly. 5-bet pot with Kelly and Bart.
Kelly's on fire tonight.
Oh, my God.
She can't lose.
Sean McCormick.
Yes,
welcome.
Sean's in the chat room.
It's a sleeping cravat.
Sean, you know what you're talking about. Silence.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Always fun. I love our chat. You guys are a blast.
Sean runs the poker room, one of my favorite rooms on the planet at the Aria in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that room. Sean, thanks for joining us.
I just ran into Julian Galvin actually up in Tahoe, where he won a World Series of Poker circuit ring up there in Omaha, and that's where he plays. He lives right next to it. He's down there every day.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Sean actually played on our stream before when we streamed PLO one
Super good guy, and I believe he was the only person who got my Oregon Trail shirt. Said you have died of dysentery. So he's already got like an A+1 in my book for sure.
I love A1.
That's good. Some steaks, solid.
Well, we've been talking about steaks all night, so. All right, that concludes another action hand. So the hands have either gone one of two ways tonight. They've just wrapped up on the flop, or they've been crazy, sick, bet, rebet.
Oh, massiveness, yeah.
Over the top, and
even pre-flop, like the
you know
hand
when he lines from over the top? You got the shirt on, you know over the top line?
No. What? Can I cover the shirt?
You know the movie though, right? The arm wrestling movie, Over the Top, Sylvester Stallone.
I do not.
What?
Does that make me a horrible person?
How do you not know the
Does it
movie
make me
Over
a
the
bad
Top?
person?
Okay, look, this guy played by Sylvester Stallone enters an arm wrestling competition to win a big rig for his trucking company. It's a great movie.
I totally respect
One
that.
of the classics.
I need to go see it now.
Are you Googling it right now?
That's it. Must add it to Netflix queue.
If you haven't seen Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, go watch it right now. It's a great movie.
Fantastic.
It's actually a really horrible movie. Could they hear that? Could they hear that? It's gonna be so funny when they watch it though.
Whispering. You're really bad at it.
It's actually a really horrible movie.
So bad. So bad. All right, back to the action. Look at these hands. Bill's going to raise it up to 40. Kyle's going to flat call with pocket threes. Josh wakes up with ace king and 3-bets to 155. Now it's on Bart with ace jack. All the good cards are busy. I'm kind of liking Kyle's threes.
If anyone can hit a 3, it's Kyle.
Yeah, oh yeah. Honey Badgers do. Honey Badger's been very patient. What probably brings attention to Peter eating a salad.
How come everyone points out when Peter eats salad?
Everybody else can eat like 10 salads and nobody cares, but when Peter eats a salad, everybody brings it up.
Does he just not look like a salad eater? Is that what's up?
It's rough. Life is rough.
Oh my god.
Everybody's talking about the Oregon Trail now. I love it. I would always break wagon wheels and my oxes would break a leg, and it was just bad.
I would die of dysentery.
Yeah, who wouldn't? This game is rigged. Oregon Trail, not poker. Poker's not rigged, but Oregon Trail's definitely
Poker feels
rigged.
like it's rigged sometimes.
Oh, type rigged into the chat, see what happens. And he does it like clockwork. Hook, line, sinker. Look at this, 4-4-10 on the flop.
Oh,
Bill
wow.
outflops everybody with king 10. Why am I not surprised?
Bill goes in with the absolute worst hand and comes out with the best hand.
Fantastic here. So now Bill way out in front with well over a 4-1 lead here. checks by Josh, checks by Bill, option on Kyle here, who actually, with his pocket pair, doesn't exactly hate that flop. So pot's already at $500. Kyle's going to take a stab at it.
Kyle's in there.
And I agree with Kyle. I think he's got it. When they double-checked around here, I could see some high cards. He could even have potential to make another pair fold, anything beneath 10s. So, I mean, I like his betting here, especially his sizing.
With King 10.
No, but Bill's not going anywhere for sure.
Where's he going?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I feel like that's our next Nightbot command. Where are you going? Nowhere.
SG Brill says the internet is rigged. Internet poker.
Is rigged.
Internet poker, I think he's saying.
Rigged.
And you know, it does seem like there's more bad beats when you play online. You remember those days playing online?
Oh yeah.
But I think there's a very good reason for it. Because you just see so many more hands. So, and you only remember when you get the beats.
Yeah, exactly. And I see everybody else's cards with my little cheat I downloaded too. So that oh yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like Josh actually bumps it up, raised to 355. It's back to Bill to call 355.
And Bill flats it.
Josh making a big move at this pot. Kyle correctly getting away, but now it's all up to what happens on the turn.
Hesitate at all.
Bill's in great shape here. Josh has made a move in the big blind, and now he's first to act. So he either follows up here from a horrible position, or he checks and shows weakness and loses the pot. This is just bad all around for Josh.
And the thing is I respect Josh's move because had Bill not checked his 10 there, Josh's move works all day against Honey Badger.
Oh, win, check.
See, now could that induce Josh to fire again?
It could.
Maybe, but
I think he's sniffing out the something else. He made such a big move and got called.
He did.
But Bill probably calls, but I don't think Bill's willing to bet.
He did. And Josh just flips over ace king, and you know what? And the thing is he could have. I wouldn't have actually faulted Josh for firing on the river, putting Bill potentially on a flush draw, maybe a flush draw with a couple of overs that missed because Bill checked the turn behind him. But correctly, Bill just plays it super tight, and he gets the money.
Do you think with that jack comes out on the river that Josh could have fired the river and took it down?
No. I think that at that point, Bill had made up. Once he checks the turn, I think Bill's basically check calling the river no matter what. I don't think Bill's going anywhere, regardless of that jack peeling off.
Nowhere.
Where you going, Bill? Nowhere.
All right, this is Adam in the box that's dealing now. He is a new dealer to Stones. He's awesome, and I don't always call attention to the dealers, but I have to point out Adam because he's got a perfect pitch. He's quick. He runs a tight game. Excited to have him here on the live stream. I don't think he ever dealt any sort of live stream tables before this, so this is a new thing to him.
No pressure. Don't screw up.
Phenomenal dealer, though, and that's one thing I like to point out from time to time is because the dealers are kind of the silent player in this entire thing. But here at Stones, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased, Justin will confirm it, other people will let you know, you go to card rooms all over the U.S. and casinos, we do have phenomenal dealers here at Stones. They're just a notch above pretty much anywhere else you go. So Adam's right in there, a brand new member of the Stones family, and we have him right here for you on the live stream. Gonna deal some action hands for us. Welcome, Adam.
I can't tell you, I was just up at the series, at the circuit events going around, and especially because they get so many tables running in there, they bring in just kind of random, fly of the night dealers in there, and I feel that for me as a player, I hate when I have to worry about the pots being correct. The dealers might not know how to calculate a side pot correctly, or might not be giving players the correct change, especially in a tournament structure where there's antes and they always have to make change constantly. And it just kind of sucks for me as a player to have to worry about that. Whereas in an environment like this, I just know that it's generally going to be done right, and I don't have to think about it. And that's just kind of nice,
Yeah, it's great. And as a player, it puts you at ease.
Yeah.
Because you can just enjoy the game now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can worry about paying attention to the other players as opposed to the dealer.
Yes.
Not that I even know how to play poker. This is crazy. I don't even know how to play.
Better than I do. That's why we're here, and they're there.
It's true.
Oh, wait. There. I always get it reversed. They're over there, and we're right here.
So Bill here with the mystery hand, which could literally be anything, and it is Queen 9.
It is anything.
against Josh's 5s here. Fantastic. Angry Pollock, you're funny. I am drunk all the time. Thank you for noticing, but that doesn't mean I don't pay attention.
That's so funny. Angry Pollock calling out someone for being drunk all the time.
Right?
Really?
She's got a vein.
You're gonna go there
all day.
Jesus.
Jesus. So 7 peels off on the river. Josh still with the best hand, but all overs on the board. And looks like check. Josh is gonna table the beast.
Yeah. Easy enough. Easy game. I'm glad Jake mentioned this in the chat room. Yes, this Saturday, Stones is hosting our very first, and I mean first ever, not like we one time ran it in a series, no, this is the first time. $100 buy-in PLO tournament.
I am horrible at PLO, and I even want to come play for $100. Like, I want to throw 100 and just get lucky.
Here's what I'm saying.
I'll just stay out of Jake's way, and I got a chance.
For PLO, if you're gonna learn it, cash game is so expensive to learn it.
Yeah.
But for $100 buy-in, you can sit into a 12,000 chip tournament and play PLO. That's how you learn. I think there's going to be a lot of new players.
When I play Omaha in a cash game, it turns into Omaha to my wallet, and it's gone. So I'm down for that.
Text me when you play.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you.
And the tournament or the cash?
No, the cash.
I'm never playing it.
Okay.
Never playing cash again.
Yeah, so we do have PLO at Stones. And for those of you who want to play in a PLO cash game, tonight we have one. We run it the second and fourth Monday of every month, and you can also get into that game by the information that you get from typing !join in the chat room. We're heading heads up to a flop right here. King 3 suited and 10-8. 10-8 flops 2 pair. That should wrap this hand up pretty quick.
Yeah, total whiff city here for Bill. Population, you, bro. And then John's for top 2. Bye. Oh, no, he calls it. If a club peels off, we can see action.
What?
6 now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's called floating. Bill was just floating to see what happened with absolute nothing.
I think Bill's eyes were floating there.
Yeah, well, you look at the pint glass long enough, everything starts floating.
Yep. Hey, speaking of which, Bill did offer to buy us drinks after the stream.
He actually offered to buy us drinks before and during the stream.
Yeah, but that was just for me.
Well, I'm going to stockpile all of them and just barrel roll it all after the stream. So if you guys want a drink, come on in here. Bill's buying drinks for me. I'll buy drinks for you.
You know what? Bill's buying drinks for everyone. Come on in, guys. We're at Stones.
Exactly. Somebody said if they were from Australia, come on down. I got a free beer for you.
Hop on I-80. They have I-80 in Australia.
Across the ocean. Hop in your boat. One of those aqua cars.
Okay, this is no joke. This actually will happen. You could try it.
I feel like this is already a joke.
Get on Google Maps. And type in New York to London, and it will literally say go down the street, drive out, get to the ocean, swim 3,000 miles.
Love it.
Yeah, I love Google.
I thought there was something, I think it was like getting to Hawaii, and it was the same thing. It was like hop in your canoe and paddle X amount of miles, and then hop on the beach and then make a right.
Those guys have some humor for sure.
Fantastic. The same thing, like if you ask for directions to like a mythical place from like Lord of the Rings or something, they'll be like, it's not safe to go there alone or something like that. I love it. It's good. It's good. I respect it.
All right, Kelly's back in a pot with some mystery cards. Very exciting. She's gonna just call 55. I'm looking for who made it. It's Bill. Bill made it 55 with 7-4, and so now we have Kelly with the mystery and Bill with 7-4, and ding, 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 3 threes on the flop. That's a jackpot.
Bill doesn't slow down at all here. If you notice, he fires out pretty quick. Now, granted, that's a flop that's pretty just gnarly. I mean, you either have a piece of it or you have none of it. You feel like getting crafty, but Kelly picks up on little things like that. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised here to see her call with any 2 cards, and in this case, that's what she's had.
I think Kelly has a pocket pair.
I think Kelly has any 2 random cards. I don't even think she has a pair. I think she's going to call Bill with just about anything here.
She's been studying him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. Kelly's got a pretty solid grip on reality at this table so far. I think we can all vouch for that.
No doubt.
And Bill, I mean, it's great. Bill has been, if you look at the way Bill's played tonight, he's playing conservative when he spikes top pair with, like King 10, and now he's getting all super splishy splashy with 7-4 offsuit. I mean, Bill is all over the place, and I love it.
Splishy splashy.
Yeah, splish splashy with taking a bath. It rhymes, so it's legit. Bill does what he wants.
Oh,
4 on the river. I think Kelly might still be ahead here.
She might. I have no clue what's going on with Kelly right now.
I don't know how this pot got to $800, but that is the world we live in, and Bill's going to fire out 300.
What a river card for Bill. She's just going to call. We get to see Kelly's cards. Maybe Bill shows first. If Kelly doesn't have a beat, she's not showing. She flips it over.
I can't see it. What is it?
Pocket ace.
Of course she has a pair of eights. And T-Burt calls it like, trust me, she has a pair.
A pair.
Boom. Done.
Boom.
Done.
Hey, who's the expert poker commentator?
What, you?
That's right. I said it. Pocket pair.
It's easy to be an expert poker commentator when you're in the booth like once every 2 months. Whatever. Head shake. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna have to unbutton this for that one.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm on fire, guys.
Such
I'm on
a big
fire.
deal. Fantastic.
Great hand, though. A little extra value for Kelly there. She could have even raised a little, but I think with the overcard, she's playing it safe.
Yeah. Well, that pot escalated quickly, too. I mean, how quickly that pot turned into a $1,000 plus pot.
Like every pot at this table.
Yeah. Wow, Master C called that long before Kelly tabled her hand. Said Kelly has 5-5 or 8-8. Nailed it.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Great, Scott.
Back at it again with the white bands.
All right, new hand shaping up.
Angry Polak, Veronica, already forecasting she's going to lose 2K minimum on her Wednesday game. Welcome.
It'll be a first.
Well, hey, you know, Veronica's actually doing great in prop bets in life. She's won a few lately. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about them. We'll let her talk about them. But she's been doing good. So don't miss us. Join us here Wednesday, guys. Hit that heart button, subscribe. Wednesday night is going to be awesome. King 10-7 here on the flop. Looks like Bart wakes up with a straight draw here to Broadway.
And Will most likely with pocket tens.
I like Will's hand. Will the mystery hand.
Ace queen. All right, fair enough. So we see Will now finally has ace queen, and he's ahead with just ace high. No one's connected with this board. Bart with a backdoor flush draw, and I don't expect too much action pre-flop.
Oh, apparently in Veronica's game on Wednesday, she has at least Nat and Bart Hansen, so you know it's already going to be awesome. And then fill in the blanks from there. I think Master C, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for all this. So now we got battle of the ace highs here. Ace queen versus ace jack. Nice. Oh, sweet game for Wednesday, guys. I got a sneak peek of that lineup, and you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss that.
It's going to be a good time.
Man, I'm doing commentary, but like, I was like, I would be at home watching anyways. So this is great. I'll just be watching with you guys here. It'll be fantastic. So Will checks. Bart's going to take a betting line here. Pot's at 300. Bart's going to fire out 275. A solid, just about pot size bet here. And he's really putting Will to the test here. If Will puts, yeah, there we go. I was going to say, Will puts Bart on any sort of paired hand. He knows he's pretty much drawing to a jack. And Bart's going to take it down. JK H15, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Shrewsbury91, J-Wave TX, all the regulars. Thank you, guys.
You guys love the comments in the chat room. Keep them coming, even the ones that we don't call out. You are entertaining us. We appreciate it.
Sometimes we just aren't allowed to say those words on the air.
Yeah, exactly.
But we still appreciate them, and it brings us a smile. Oh, wow. I'm going to love this game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Jake, here's to you and me, buddy, for Wednesday. Good times.
Jake's going to be in here just like twitching because he's going to want to be in the game so bad.
He's going to be in here like this, like, hey guys, you got a seat open?
You got any more of that 1-3 no limit?
Sorry, I just lost that Dave Chappelle over the weekend on Saturday Night Live.
It's
like,
coming up.
Hey
It's
guys.
coming up.
Oh, fantastic. It's going to be awesome.
Oh my God.
Those stack sizes. When was the last time you guys sat in a 5-5 game with a couple players over 3K, 4K,
so
and $4,500 in a 5-5?
Jesus.
Welcome.
This is probably the deepest 5-5 game I've seen on the stream.
So deep. Burns so good. HF Carno, what's going on, buddy? Float in space. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here this lovely Monday evening. Man, if you had a case of the Mondays, this will cheer you right up. This game's great.
Careful. I do believe someone could get their ass kicked to say something like that.
Good case of the Monday. Corporate accounts payable, Nina speaking. Just a moment. Now, if you guys understood those references, you get brownie points in our book, because that's a fantastic movie.
For sure.
If you work in an office environment and haven't seen that movie,
movie's better than Over the Top.
you're missing out. Good. Yes, it should be. I got a meeting with Bob in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I gotta go.
Bill and Peter going heads up, and it looks like Bill took it down.
He did. Bill's a straight shooter with upper management written all over him. There's another line from that movie.
Yeah.
There's just so many good ones.
So many.
I can do that whole rap in the beginning, but again, we can't use those words on the air. Yes, Sean McCormick, he knows Samir, Naga, not gonna work here anymore. Sure.
That is a classic.
Oh, God, I love it. What does it say, Pepper Jam, when there is no Pepper Jam?
That's one of the ones where I'm shocked when someone's like, oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, especially
and you're like,
somebody who works, so like I have people who work for the state, like state office workers who haven't seen Office Space, and I'm like, guys,
you have to.
You're doing yourself a disservice at this point.
Yeah.
Made me switch from the Boston to the swing line stickler. I was told I could listen to my radio at a reasonable volume.
All right. Bill's lighting it up here on.
Coming at you.
Going in for 50.
And we
with
talked
Queen
about
8.
this earlier, that Bill was
opens up late.
Yeah, Bill was just going to start changing gears, hanging out. Going to the flop here, Jack, Deuce, Deuce.
Bill has a hand, Queen 8. Will, we can't see his hand again. So it's a mystery at this point. There it is, Ace 8. He hasn't connected with this board, but still ahead of Queen 8. Ace high is good. All right, guys, we are broadcasting live from Stones Live Poker in the beautiful Stones Gambling Hall, Citrus Heights, California. Justin Caritas, Justin Kelly. That's a 5-5 no limit game over there with Bart Hansen and Seed 8, our special guest for the night from Crush Live Poker. Super deep stacked game. You could be in this game too. Just check out the chat room where I just typed join. Contact there. We broadcast and run these games Monday and Wednesday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Absolutely.
Pacific Standard Time.
And guys, this is table stakes too, so every chip you see there, you could come buy in for the entire biggest stack, which I believe right now is approaching 5K.
Steaks.
So come on down. Delicious steaks.
We love steaks.
So the green chips are $25 chips, the whites are hundreds, and the reds are $5 chips.
Yeah, buddy.
Going to the flop. Whiff City for everybody. Queen Deuce 3 Rainbow. Ace high in the lead here with Michael.
Well, Bart's going to bet out with 10-6. It's a bold move caught, and let's see if it pays off for him.
Nicely done. Nicely
Bart
done.
takes it down. 10 high is good.
Boom. Fantastic. And you know, Michael, man, Michael's been on the short stack for quite some time. He's been hanging out. He's just been a survivor, really, with a couple $100, man. He's just been hanging. I'm waiting for Michael to get it in there and double triple up.
He's just picking looking for a spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wally 07, Jurian Flo, thank you.
Sean, that's one of my favorites. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
I just like when he sings "My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard" after the credit.
Oh my God, it's so horrible.
It's painful to watch, but
when
it is
eating
funny.
the fried chicken.
Oh, yeah. And then he's like, "Beep, Chuck Norris." He's all angry about Chuck Norris. Fantastic.
Ben Stiller's one of my favorite actors. I love him in Happy Gilmore. It's like, you can bug me or you can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Oh, your hands hurt? Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
He did that role so well and assumed that character so well that I didn't even realize it was him the first time I saw the movie.
No, he's great. He's great. I think I just killed that Mista lady outside.
Another classic.
Back to the action. Kyle raises it up to 40 to go here. Bart flat calls it. Kelly gets out. Matt gets out. Bill's going to make the call. Here's 7-3 king, three-handed here. Bill wakes up with a gut shot straight draw.
Kyle hits the king.
Yeah, Bart's fives here missed.
Go Kyle. Kyle's been kind of quiet at this table tonight.
Yeah.
Usually he's involved in more pots. I think he's just kind of trying to find his bearings, and this is a huge dynamic at the table. New players, fresh blood, and you got someone like Bart Hansen sitting at the table who's incredibly skilled as well.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly, who's proven to be incredibly skilled.
Oh, man. I mean, look at the chip trick she's doing right now. She's just not even messing around.
Overall, these guys from Connecticut, everyone just playing a great game, and even Bill, who usually is just slinging chips, focused and on fire
He's
tonight.
Very stop and go. Now look at this. Gut shot nailed it for Bill right in the window, although that is a spade.
Yeah.
Now that gives Kyle, not only is that a scare card if Bill was on a flush draw, but it does put a one spade more out here for Kyle if that pops off. So
Kyle doesn't let these situations just go.
Yeah.
Would it be so sick if the 10 of spade came on the river?
You're absolutely right, though, when you talk about the dynamic of this game. It's very interesting. Having seen, excluding our couple players from out of town, having seen every single one of the players at this table pretty much play before, every player is so unique and so different in their play style that we cover the entire spectrum, the entire range of players.
It's all represented here.
Yeah.
It's all represented. That's a 7 on the river. That's still a horrible card for the straight, but he does have the best hand. But Kyle's capable of making a big move here and possibly get him off of it. There's a flush. There's full house possibilities. Kyle just has 2 pair.
So I think that Bill has gone into check call mode unless Kyle can sell Bill an amazing Bill. And he won't.
Check.
He won't.
Yeah, just check. Bill's got the straight. It's good. He's going to take it down.
The thing is, if you're Kyle and you want to blow Bill off his hand there, I don't know how you do it. I don't know what number you bet. I don't think there is the right number you can bet. Either small value-y or too big. Small
value-y, Bill got the money. He doesn't care.
Exactly.
But
and
all
too
in?
big. But even then, it's kind of like bluff. I don't know, man. Bill might think about it. Bill will tank. It's not an insta call, but I don't know if there's a number you can bet that gets Bill off that hand there. I think Bill is in call mode and he's just playing it safe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hate to say that, but
I know. I hate to say it too. I don't like to be right often.
It's so painful to say he's right.
I know, guys.
He does have a really cool name.
Don't worry, he'll stab me in the eye about it. Classic.
Sean's taking off. Thank you for joining us.
Sean, thank you, buddy.
Always a pleasure to have you here. We'd love to have you back at Stone sometime soon.
JKH15, I agree with you. Kyle's not ever turning top pair into a bluff there. He's not getting funky with it. No way. I love it. Wiedemann says, the only way you're ever going to make that is you need that William Kasef or whatever level of speech play. Yeah, but then everybody in the room wants to come stab you and beat you over the head with a club. So if you really want to do that,
say what you want about that though, but that kind of reignited some love for poker because it's those characters like him, like Phil Hellmuth, Jamie Gold. It's those guys that get people like, oh, what's up with this guy? Like he's a little out there, and that's entertainment value. And
God, I know, but if I wanted that, I'd just go watch like a Kardashian reality show. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like
Jerry Springer at least. Keep it Jerry level. Jerry.
Man, I love it.
Straight Flushing wants to know where the other good commentator is tonight. I don't know which Justin
he's talking to me. He'll be here on Wednesday. Me and Jake will be in the booth on Wednesday.
How do you do delete someone from the chat room?
Oh God, here comes the permaban.
Just click on.
Sorry in advance.
Is that the permanent one right there? That's
it. Kill him. Love it. All right, here, action checked around here to Bill. It's going to continue through to the river. Check mark goes to Michael here with a pair of deuces. Hey, Sacco 1 Kings fan, right on there. I'm assuming they're a local as well.
JKH15 makes a really good point, and I think he said it better what I was trying to say. Characters that are entertaining attract more recreational poker players.
It's true.
That's what's good for poker.
Well, I promise you that we're going to get in some entertaining characters soon enough, and we're sorry that you have to put up with us in the meantime.
You mean Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, guys, even if you, seriously, you need to be here Wednesday. I don't know what you're doing, if you have dinner plans, if you have like an anniversary, like a wedding anniversary, something like that, just cancel all of that and be like, honey, we have to watch Stones live. Just trust me on this. Thank me later. Get a bottle of wine or 5, and really be here Wednesday because it's going to be great. I promise.
Way to go. Yeah. I love you guys in the chat room. Also, if you're just joining us for the first time, please join our family. Click the little heart on the page. We're here Mondays and Wednesdays, but we also do some special times for tournaments, final tables, stuff like that. If you click the heart, we'll let you know when we're going live. And you can tune in, check out some live poker action at a minimum twice a week, but sometimes more.
All right, so Matt here, waking up with Ace-King. He's looking at a raise by Kelly with the same Ace-King here. She makes it 60 to go. Now, we've seen Matt in instances like this, facing a raise, definitely come in for a 3-bet or a 4-bet, which it looks like what's he gonna do here is the same thing here. Greens are 25s, reds are 5, guys. I think we're gonna see a bet here, and we sure are.
It's a good one.
So it looks like he's going to 3-bet now to 140. And obviously that pushed Michael out of the pot. Now Will with the mystery hand is thinking about it here. From under the gun. I notice he just limped under the gun, unless we're doing a live 10 straddle still, I'm not sure. Oh, did he? Okay, I thought that looked like the classic like finger like I'm all in type thing, but it's not. He just wasted time. Give me a minute here. Okay, cool. So back over to Bill here with 5-6, and again, Bill totally fearless, rangeless beast. He's thinking about it. Oh, I love it. I thought he was grabbing all sorts of chips to come into this pot here. And see, I love it. Fearless, right? Doesn't matter, it's a raise and a re-raise, and Bill's like, I'm coming in with 5-6. So we got Battle of the Ace Kings versus Bill's 5-6 here. 9 Queen 4 on the flop. Everybody misses here. Pots at just over 400. Action first to Matt here.
And this is where it really comes down to who will be aggressive in the pot. I'd like to see Matt just lead out and make a move here. I feel like from his position, first to act, that if he just bet at this pot, it would be his right now.
Yeah, for sure. Pot's at 435 here, and because Matt 3-bet, yeah, if he fired out at this pot, it would kind of scream, I have a pair, and considering nobody else missed completely, I think he could definitely get away with that. But you can't put it beyond a player like Kelly to just come in and just start re-raising with air, either. Oh, look at this. Perfect card for both of them. Now you're going to see some fireworks. So this is where Matt fires, Bill gets out of there, and then really it's a matter of what's Kelly going to do.
Let's hope Bill doesn't get too crazy.
Well, it's interesting because this is always a fun dynamic when you have two players with the same hand and you watch how they play it. Because it's all about position, it's all about aggressiveness, it's all about how you can take the pot away from the other player here. So Matt's definitely going to fire out some chips. Pot's at 435. And he bets 150, which is a solid little value he bet, and Bill does escape, luckily. And now let's see what Kelly does. I wouldn't be surprised, but that's a pretty dry board, no sorts of draws. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kelly come in here for a raise. And she's just gonna call. And a queen peels off here. And considering everybody checked the flop, I don't think a queen would have got checked around. I'm thinking Matt and Kelly both think their ace is good, especially because of their kicker along with it. And Matt here is thinking almost a little bit of value we bet here. And he's going to fire, looks like, thinking about 250 maybe, something like that? What, 255, is that what that is? 280 is the bet. And I think that's a pretty quick call from Kelly, it sure is. And they're going to see the chop-chop action here.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where she's like, if he's got a queen or he's got something crazy, I'm just going to pay him. Yeah. But there's no raise definitely coming.
Exactly. I mean, if he made some massive 3-bet with like 9s or 4s and somehow spiked a set on the flop and then just like slow rolled it, yeah. But Kelly's she's just in flat call mode, for sure. Guys, thanks for joining us. We're just coming into the power hour here. We got about 45 minutes left on the stream, so make sure you click that heart and subscribe. Gonna have some fun action here coming up to the end, and then definitely some crazy action with the Veronica Friends game coming up on Wednesday here.
All right, we got a changing of the guards. Our dealer Tori coming into the box. And he is probably going to be our last dealer of the evening, most likely. There's your chip counts up there, and we got a new hand coming out. Let's see what type of action hands Corey has. Carbon 313 wants someone to slam $4,000 down on the table right now.
We've definitely seen that happen. Looking around, actually, at some of these players on the outer tables, those are players who are very capable of actually doing that. I mean, these are the guys who only buy in for table stakes games, you know, so for sure.
If you guys are close by in the Sacramento area, you might want to stop in. It's going off here tonight at Stones. You can call in, get your name on the list, or you can download the Stones app. That's right, we have our very own app on iPhone and Google Play. Just type in Stones Gambling Hall in the store and download it. It's totally free. You can see the games going on here, upcoming tournaments. Even check out our PLO tournament coming up this Saturday. We got a flop. We got four-way action. 9 deuce jack, I'm sorry, 3-way action, and again, no one connecting with any of these flops, but 6 is out in the lead right now. Josh from Connecticut checks around. Michael hits a queen, and this might be the spot where he sticks all his chips in.
This could be it.
Yep, there it is. As predicted, Michael found an opportunity to go all in. He's either going to scoop 215 or double up, and that's it. That's a wrap. Grabs a few chips.
Stacking up slowly but surely. Now, I love it. You know, somebody's like, "Oh, table stakes." If he has his car keys on the table, I mean, Are we playing for pink slips here, or what's going on?
I'm in.
I'm in. I mean, as long as we go straight up. If I can trade my Honda Civic towards your Mercedes,
that's what I'm saying.
Then I'm in.
I call your Mercedes with my Prius.
Oh no, I lost. Okay, whatever. Here's another Prius versus your Mercedes. I can do this. I can do 4 to 1 on my money every time. All right, action folds over to Bart here with 8-9, and he's checking out. Kelly from the hijack with ace deuce is going to come in for a little raise, it looks like. She is going to raise it up to 35 to go.
And maybe she's getting a little bored in her seat. She hasn't seen good cards in a little while. The last time she got ace king, someone else had ace king.
But, I mean, do I have to bring up, since when was the last time Kelly needed good cards, to 5-bet Bart Hansen with 8 high?
Well, that's Bart Hansen. That's Bart Hansen. That's a whole different story.
I know. I just love it, though. I love it.
All right, we're heads up now, and surprise, surprise, Bill came along to see what would happen. Kelly has a gut shot straight draw, and she's going to go ahead and bet out. Bill's completely missed.
Yeah, along with her ace high actually being ahead, plus the only person with a diamond, if running diamond wants to get there, and that's an insta fold, insta pot for Kelly here.
Easy game, easy game.
Easy money. You bet, you raise, bet, win, raise again.
When I grow up, I want to play poker like Kelly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take it. JKH15 says he's only a 23-hour drive away from this juicy game, and that is when we wish self-driving cars were already here.
That's pretty awesome.
Hop in, go to bed, wake up at Stones. I mean, hell, our guys from Connecticut did it anyways.
Yeah.
Come on over.
They were further away than that.
Yeah. Bart with a mystery hand. Looks like he's coming in. He's going to make it a raise here. Makes it 35, I believe. Fold around to Kyle, our resident honey badger. He's getting out of there as well.
I like how you say resident honey badger.
Yeah. I mean, every place needs a honey badger.
Every place
right?
has a honey badger.
Because it's, just because honey badger don't care. But in this particular case, Kyle is our resident honey badger.
Angry Bullock says she's 23-minute drive from the bush outside my house, and she says it like she's telling me something I don't know. I see you out there, creeper. Nice. All right, we got our graphics back, showing some action for a new hand. Josh has a suited ace over there. coming around to him. Peter's going to just call. I believe this hand was live straddled. And Josh's going to let it go, see if he can catch some clubs with his ace-deuce. He doesn't hit clubs, but he does hit the ace. However, Peter catches a piece as well with that king.
Hey, Quinn15, thanks for joining us from the front page, buddy. This is a 5-5 no-limit cash game. We got some pretty deep hitters in this game. Big stack, close to about $5,000 right now.
Yeah, this game has been huge. It is a table match game where you can buy up to the largest stack. And right over there in seat 8 is our special guest, Bart Hansen from Crush Live Poker. He's got a great poker training website. Go check it out. This is Stones Live.
And a quick look at those chips, by the way. Those red chips are $5 chips, the greens are 25s, and the whites are $100 chips. So you can see everybody's sitting relatively deep here at this 5-5 game for sure.
All right, ace is good on the river, and it's just a matter of hanging on to it now because Peter is betting $95 into $245 pot. Josh in the lead, but he can't be incredibly happy here, and he is going to let it go.
And Bill's going to let it go as well.
Okay, Peter senses some weakness there, and he might not have known he was up against an ace, but he definitely knew it was weak, and he took that as an opportunity to scoop a small pot.
Quick look at the chip stacks there. Kelly with a big stack, 4.5K here, followed by Bill and Will with 3,800 and like 33, 3,500 respectively. Guys, it's like 15K on the table plus here. Solid game.
Crazy. Kelly's crushing it.
Like I said, she had a huge hand right before the stream started when she had aces full against somebody else's smaller boat. And that was Matty over there who was
pretty
sitting at C5, just shipped his whole stack over there. Not much you can do when you got a boat against a boat, depending on how that board plays out. Graphics coming back here. 3, 4, 8 on the flop, couple of diamonds. Looks like Peter connects with his 3. Oh, Peter's not in there. Let's see here. Playing a little catch up on the graphics.
All right, whatever it is, Bart's putting some money in the pot. We don't know what his cards are. We haven't seen a flop yet. I mean, the flop's out there. We just can't see it. Graphics catch up in just a moment, and we'll catch you guys up on what's going on. Right now, Bart bets, Bill calls, and it looks like we're heading heads up into the turn. Third diamond hits the board. Diamond potential gets there. Now, Bart does have 8-9. We just caught up his cards. So that 8, he did have top pair on the flop here. Now we're catching up with Bill, who has a wheel draw, also a diamond as well. Misses on the river. I believe that's going to give Bart the check mark here. We're just kind of catching up with the graphics. Bart tables is 8, and I believe that 8 is going to be good. Poker Pro Eric joining us from San Francisco. Welcome. What's up, Poker Pro?
Looks like we have C2 here coming in for a limp. And Bill is going to pop it up to, looks like $40, something like that. Kyle is going to come in for a call.
And now this, with the graphics behind right now, it's kind of like just standing by the table and watching a poker game where you kind of have to wonder what's going on. But still you can, because we've been watching these guys for 2 hours now, we kind of get a sense you know, what their range could be.
Yeah, well, Bill could be anywhere, and I think Kyle's actually got a pretty solid couple of, you know, painted cards up there. So we'll see here. Let's all play mystery hand together. Now, Kelly is going to flat call as well. 3 mystery hands here on the flop. You guys chime in the chat. What do you guys think? Bill is our original raiser here. He made it like 45 to go. What do you think Bill has? Oh, there we go. So Kelly has 4-6 suited. She spikes bottom pair on it. She's going to check out of there. And Bill's going to take this pot. I guess we'll never know. Cannonball Bill. I like it. Let's get up the names. Cannonball Bill. Fires out. Welcome. Yeah, JKH15, I agree with you. I was trying to think about how you put Bill on a hand, and I don't really know what hand to put him on there. Yeah. I mean, he could have raised with literally anything. Literally.
Good job.
Thanks.
Nice work.
Nailed it. Got some word of the day toilet paper and a thesaurus, so I've been trying to mix it up lately. Yeah, Bill is rangeless. He's a rangeless beast. So Michael here, oh, I lied. He said he raised, but he's not at the table, so that makes it a little difficult to raise.
That's funny.
King Jack Queen on the flop. Matt here with 2 pair. Will waking up with a straight draw to Broadway and possible backdoor spade potential.
Bill has nothing.
See how that never stopped him before.
This is Bill's not afraid to get in there and mix it up in these situations, but also usually not afraid to get out of there too. However, it does look like he's stacking up chips to come along here. No, all right, fake out. The classic fake out.
Classic. We really should invent the Stones drinking game, right? Every time somebody says literally, classic, suited, but then all of our viewers are going to be hammered drunk.
They will,
you know
because it happens nonstop.
So let's do it. You guys, every time you hear these keywords, it's game on. Let's do it. Variants, let's just keep throwing in more and more keywords, the drunker you want to get. We'll just have different levels.
So no Poker Pro Eric, this is not Pineapple. However, that would be fun to have on the stream.
I would totally play some OFC.
Yeah. Here a raise coming in, 50 to go it looks like from Josh over in seat 7. And it's coming back around to Bill with ace-10. I don't think Bill's going anywhere with ace-10.
Where's Bill going?
Nowhere.
That's right.
Looks like Bill's just going to see the 50, and we're back to Peter with 9-7 suited. 3 ways to this flop, and Bill's ace-10 hits hard. However, Josh is drawing to a straight if he's able to hit a 10 here. Peter completely misses everything. Josh going to go ahead and fire at this anyways. And does Bill just call here, or does he raise? Looks like just a call. This interesting line from Bill. We're heads up now.
So pots progressed to 330 now. Bill first to act. Checks it over to Josh, who checks behind. 3 on the river.
That's it. Bill gets the check mark. Let's wrap it up. In the chat room, Bill Perkins wants to know if Justin and Justin are brothers. Yes, totally. Our mom is not creative.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's like, oh my God, I'm pregnant again?
You're Justin.
What did I name the last one? Justin's fine. That sounds good. Just go with it.
Awesome.
It's easy money. I mean, it works.
You know,
the first one's not too lame, so I might as well name the second one.
Could have just asked the Magic 8 Ball. You know, Magic 8 Ball are Justin and Justin brothers. It'll tell you.
Cannot predict now.
Fair enough.
I believe it. But the paternity test hasn't come in yet, so it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Angry Pollock says every guy in Sacramento is named Justin or Jake. That sounds about right.
Every cool guy.
Sounds about plausible. Boom. Nailed it. Done. All right, so it looks like we got a raise up here from Bill with 5 deuce.
No.
No, nobody saw that coming. So Bill makes it 40 to go. Looks like everybody out. Peter's out. Over to Josh here with ace-7 suited.
Ace-7 suited in a game like this, I think if you can get in for cheap, it's a fun hand to see. It's a fun hand to see a flop with because there's so much potential to make money if you get the right flop.
Yeah, otherwise known as spades or a couple of sevens.
Or a couple sevens. But that is the danger of playing a ragged ace is when you do hit an ace.
Are you being results oriented? Jake would not be proud. I'm like, this flop right here.
Yeah.
Speaking of this flop, 5, 8, 9 here, couple of spades, flush draw, straight draw, the world. Bill and Will both spike bottom pair here with a 5. Three on the turn. No help to anybody here. The graphics are a little off on that board, I believe. We're catching them up.
All right, well, we got Bill sticking some chips in too, so we get a river, completely misses
and that's
the
brutal.
draw.
When you're Josh, you hit a flop like that, and you're like, sweet, disco. Yeah. I got the whole world, and I got nothing.
Disco, that's another one.
Disco.
Disco.
Bingo bango.
Bingo bango. Suitored. Bill scooping a pot with 5 deuce. 5 more minutes.
25 outs, bingo bango. See, I love our regulars. They expect these sort of terminology here.
They do. And we deliver. They expect we deliver. That's how it is.
Matt Damon, thank you for joining us. Guys, click that heart. We are here every Monday and Wednesday with you, 7 to 10 p.m. Good 3-hour chunk of some live poker to liven up your otherwise case of the Mondays, and then again on Hump Day, otherwise known as Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, Wine Wednesday. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. And it looks like we got Peter with some aces. Hello, Peter. He's waited a long time for these.
I haven't seen a ton of aces, just that one time against the queens.
And then the one time before the stream when Kelly just snapped off the monster pot of destiny.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that though. So Peter makes it 35 to go with aces. And action over to Bart here, who looks like he's reaching for a 3-bet. He sure is. And he's going to make it 125 to go. Now the thing about Peter is Peter's been playing pretty snug. So for Peter to get maximum value here, I'd like to see him flat. I think if Peter re-raises, Bart's going to run for the hills.
I just don't see Peter flatting.
I don't see it either, but Peter
especially
coming back
now with Bill coming in behind.
And look, he's going to do the old, I got to double check that I do indeed have aces because they feel so good. They
right
feel
now,
just so
right
good.
now they feel good.
Yeah, until it flops duck, duck, goose, and you don't have any gooses or ducks. See, JKH is right. See, Bart snap folds to a 4-bet. That's my thinking exactly. And that's the thing is with a player like Peter who's been so snug this whole game. Exactly. You nailed it. You nailed it. We knew it. I knew it. We knew it. Bart snap folds. Bye-bye.
What about Bill, though?
Bill has he has this little button called the just screw it button. I feel like gambling button.
I think he hit it.
I think Bill just hit that button, guys. If you're looking, it's right in this region. You just push that screw it button.
There
and that's
is.
the screw it button from
Ready
Bill.
for 3 spades on the flop?
Oh my god, I'm ready for 3-3 king on the flop here. Oh god, and Peter just murders that flop. Top set of aces for Peter here.
That's game, set, match.
Yeah, Bill's got 2 potential running different straight draws. Now, if Peter checks here, I can't see Peter checking. I think he's gonna reach here for chips.
Why couldn't you see him checking? Why? I would check this flop.
No, I would too, but I didn't think he was going to.
Well, you were right.
So Peter's gonna pick up a nice $600 pot there, or well, $600 gain to his stack.
I feel like on those hands where you like just hit the world and you like basically suck up all the air out of the room. I feel like you gotta slow down, let someone have an opportunity to kind of try and catch something.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we got a little special surprise for you here. We're gonna bring Bart Hansen into the booth, and we're gonna actually we're gonna stick you in the middle. So you got sick of the game or what?
No, the game's great.
Well, and now you can see yourself here in real time. It's
yeah,
great.
this is always fun when you do a stream. Oh, we're just talking and these mics, right?
Talk. We catch you.
It's always fun to do a stream. I did this on poker night in America last week when I was in Oklahoma. Because there's a delay, you can come in actually at the end and talk about some hands. So I played one hand that will come up that will be, interesting.
Now, we were really enjoying the hand where you and Kelly got heads up and bet back and forth against each other.
She's got some balls.
Oh my God! Tell me. The first thing we're saying is like, tell me he does a hand of the week on that hand because it was so great.
Did you get a hand of the week on that?
It was so great to watch.
100%. That's a hand of the week.
Fantastic. That was
Cannot wait for
that. No, that was great. It's interesting. This is the one that I'm talking about right here.
All right.
So I guess that somebody had like a metallic holder on the cards, which was screwed with the USB. And that's what Bob said.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's gonna come up here. What I have. Maybe we'll let you guess.
We're gonna do the mystery.
I know. I'm enjoying the guessing game, actually.
Have all of my hands not come up?
No, your hands have been
So Michael here from the button finally jams in the stack. He's been so patient for so long, man.
So I opened this hand for 35. The guy in the button called. The guy in the small blind called, and then Mr. Action Bill 3-bet to 150 out of the big blind, and obviously we're pretty deep. I actually have more than 2K. I think I started the hand with 2,900, so I called. And then now, Michael on the button is all in, but it doesn't open the betting back up. If people don't in no limit,
because it wasn't enough.
You have to have a full bet.
Yeah.
So it went from 35 to 150. So the raise has got to be over 115 more. He would have to have 265 to open it back up. He only has 175.
And he doesn't. So that caps the action.
Sure. So we both call for 25, and now we're heads up, which is interesting because now we're dealing with what's called a dry side pot. We have a main pot between 3 people, and now all our betting, Bill and me, is into a pot of 0 basically on the side. Yeah.
Do you remember what you had?
I do. Yeah.
You're not gonna tell us that?
I just think it's fun.
Do we know what Michael has here? Because I mean, he's waited a long time. He's shoving with maybe a couple high cards, maybe a random pair.
Could be, yeah. So I mean, now I'm starting to think, well, this guy just so Bill just bet out 175, and I'm thinking to myself, does this guy know what he's doing with the side pot? So I'm never really making a move on this all that much. I'm not really calling down light because I also have to beat Michael in C2. And now he comes out, so he bet 175 on the flop, I called. Now he comes out and he bets 400. Now you can see that the board is entirely rainbow. So what do you think that I have here if I call again? What do you think my hand is?
And you originally raised.
Yeah.
I'm thinking pocket pair.
Pocket pair?
I'm going ace queen.
If I call again on the turn here, so I make the $400 call here on the turn, and the river's now a 7. I gotta say, I would probably fold out a lot of pocket pairs.
Even against Action Bill?
It's just tough. Now he checks on the river, and God, I really always do give a pained look all the time. People say that. So I'm the biggest value fiend in the world, but this hand's I'll definitely go over in my videos on Crush Live Poker. I just feel like right now, because there were no draws on the flop, Bill either has nothing or he somehow, even though I'm the biggest action fiend in the world, and I would usually bet here, I have ace queen. I have ace queen suited. Good call, Justin. And I check it back just because I actually don't feel like there's a lot of value there in betting. And like I said, I am actually the biggest value fiend in the world.
I didn't see. What did Michael have? What did he?
He had ace 8.
Oh, ace 8. Okay, yeah. He was just
He's
picking
been
a
looking
spot.
for a spot for a while, just to stick his chips in and hope he can get a double up. He rode the short stack for quite some time.
So I mean, now it's interesting though, because if Bill had come out and bet 1,000 on the river, it would be quite interesting. It would be tough for me. I mean,
you'd tank on that for a while.
It would be because people are well, he's betting into a side pot. But remember, the side pot's built up though now. He can actually bet to even if he has
the side pot's not so dry anymore, right?
Yeah. But that's usually how it goes. Where if you look like you're strong, I call this Fifth Street Chicken. You call down. It usually decreases people's bluffing frequency.
Fifth Street Chicken. I like that.
So they're wanting to know what Bill's range is in the chat room, and Bill Perkins jumps in and says it's between 7 deuce and ace 8.
Yeah, nice. That's strong.
Love it.
Very strong. That's a good read.
Nailed it.
And someone just said if he bet out, it would either be I don't know. See, one of the other things too that, and I was talking to my best friend David Tuckman about this, is that there's a difference between commentating and watching when you see all the hole cards and actually knowing what goes on at the table.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually not one of my strong points to like zone in quickly and pay attention. That's actually one of my weak points, but I know that Bill's been super action, but I wouldn't know at this point if he's only betting strong or weak because a lot of it hasn't necessarily been shown down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I would assume Bill would bet pocket kings there at the end. I don't know if he would check. It would make a whole lot of sense.
I would think he would. I would think he'd fire him down too.
Yeah. So Twitch 7P says, Bill checks the river, can't we bet and gets called by a smaller queen?
How often?
No, I think that that's a good point. And I know that guy's a subscriber, and like I said, I'm a super value fiend. Sometimes guys get real scared with one pair at the end.
Yeah.
And I feel like I might actually value own myself there more than I get called by value betting. And like I said,
more than gaining from.
And I am a value fiend. I don't check back the river all that much.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was the spot to do it. It's just one of those live senses. And
How has this game been? How's the action in this game? It felt like it's a great game to be in.
Yeah, the action's been good. I mean, I always talk about, people know my life in poker because I do a podcast every week, and I'm going to do one tomorrow. And it's been a weird week for me, and it's kind of been an extension of this where I've just had a really bad distribution of just cards, like just not having much, which we all go through. It doesn't, and you don't necessarily lose all that much, but it's just, I felt like I never, I played for 3 hours and I never had ace king or a pair.
Yeah, right? I mean, you're like, I had to work with minimal stuff here.
And I felt like I made a good read on Kelly. I mean, I don't know the last time I've been 5-bet bluffed. With
no, and that's what we were saying. We're saying you don't see 5-bets very often ever.
Just to have a 5-5 no limit game with $20,000 in play on the table, is that just unreal?
Sure, no, it's great. I mean, I love it. I love the structure here. I wish they would when you guys set the structure up, I wish we had the structure in LA where you can play match the stack. I mean, immediately we decided to straddle, and then all of a sudden now we're playing 5-10 with 3K stacks. It's great. I mean, this is my bread and butter. This is my main game.
Absolutely.
So,
has there been any specific player at the table who you found to be, I don't know, I guess more difficult to play against than others? I mean, obviously we saw the hand with Kelly earlier, but is there some players where you're just like, I don't know, I feel like I can always peg this person on their range or kind of the ballpark of where they're at, and some players where they're just like, that person I'm not really too sure, or...
It looked like the dude that was in... It looks like the dude that's in seat 3 has been playing pretty well.
One of the guys from Connecticut over there, right? Yeah, the guy.
Not this guy.
No, but the other guy.
Yeah.
The other guy.
They're out of towners, so they've never played on the street.
So both of these guys learned about us from watching on Stones Live. They live in Connecticut. Contacted me a few weeks back and said, "Hey, we're going to be coming through California. Can we get in the game?" So both seat 3 and 7 are out from the East Coast.
This guy in seat 7, he made a duck pin reference. I don't know. I was talking about how I was bowling in at Poker Night in America, and he said, "Were you doing bowling duck pins?" That's a very unique Connecticut type of thing. So I knew right away. Duck pins are it's a different. They use squat pins, and you get I think 3 balls, and then you use it's a different type of bowling. Like in Massachusetts, we have candle pin. Gotcha. So I knew right away that they were from Connecticut. I did, I think, a 2 or 3 part series over the summertime on Kelly's hands the last time she was up here.
Yeah, we played one tonight. We took a little break and we played some of the hands of the week. And
yeah, I met Kelly over the summer at the World Series, and she told me that she was going to come on Stones that time whenever she came up. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just do all your hands. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good stuff. So she's playing well again. I haven't seen anything that was...
She's an excellent player.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's been out of line. At all.
You were talking earlier about seat 3 and how it was kind of, it kind of relates back earlier when you said when you're at the table, because you don't get to see all these hands shown down, you don't necessarily know what they had, whereas we've been able to see with the whole cards what he's had every time, but he hasn't really shown down a whole lot of hands.
Yeah.
3, and so that also makes it, that adds to that sort of difficulty factor that I don't really know what range he was on, even if it's all the whole way the whole hand played out, you don't get to see his hand anyways if it's not rivered and tabled.
Do you kind of peek up at the monitors to see what was going on 20 minutes ago and try and get some information that way?
I did a little bit. bet. Like I did with that ace queen hand against the 5-6. But as I talked to Tuckman about this, and I'm going to scroll up here because this guy makes a good point on the Twitch chat. I talked to Tuckman about this, and it's just like you don't quite realize how much seeing the cards actually shapes your commentary. Because this guy here, Float Space, says Bill is not the type to check his value range on the river. You'll see that later, Bart. He actually check calls a lot of flops. So with my ace queen hand, like if I had maybe been commentating and seen that, and then had that happen at the table or knew, then it's just a bet just because I always have the best hand.
Of course,
but I don't. You don't know.
Yeah. And that does it. It makes it so easy to sound like an expert poker player when you're sitting in here and you're seeing the cards as you're watching the hand.
Yeah.
Oh, he should do this. He should do this. You know already. But when you're at the table, it's an entirely different thing. You don't have that information.
So it looks like it was just a check call. So here we go. So we had a check call here, and Peter looks like he's probably playing pretty close to. I mean, I tried to 3-bet him with King Jack, and he 4-bet me, and that was probably pretty dumb. From earlier, he probably had like aces or something. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, he did have aces.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He did. He did have aces. Actually. And Bill called him down super light with King 3 just to see a flop, and then he ended up spiking an ace.
He actually predicted your snap fold.
Oh yeah. Well, that's me and JKH in the chat. Me and JKH above 15. We're like, here's a point where Peter's been playing so snug that if Peter 4-bets, Bart snap folds, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and actually,
and Peter just bet the river here with ace king, so he's going to good value. He has to have the best hand here if Bill's just calling. I mean, there's no 100%. He's got the best hand.
Bill, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Bill Perkins makes a good point on that hand with the aces too. Is that it's him leading the flop when he flops a set of aces. Mm-hmm. It made no sense because he had the whole hand locked down. He's like, there wasn't a lot of things that could go against him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never really a big fan of slow playing. My kind of career in poker and way back in the days of Live at the Bite, and when David and I, Tuckman and I used to commentate, I think that we kind of, at that point, was a revolutionary moment in poker in 2005 where we're like, if you just fast play your hands no limit, you're going to get paid off incredibly. I think things have changed a little bit, and sometimes you have to recognize your image. And when you have good, what we call like board coverage, like if you flop top set and you've got that guy's image, it's going to be very, very difficult to get called down. I don't specifically remember exactly what the board is. It was ace jack blank.
When he flopped the
set of aces.
Yeah. It was ace queen brick with 2 diamonds.
So yeah, it's tough. But the flip side of that though too is that like it's not like the guy really can improve.
No, he couldn't.
So you might just bet just to start getting money in, because if you check, unless Bill, and again I haven't seen this, has Bill been like doing wild bluffing at all?
No, he check calls. He check calls a lot.
So if he's not doing wild bluffing, you're not really gaining anything by checking back necessarily, anyways. So. It's kind of a little cat and mouse game. So you guys have had this a little bit tonight where some of the cards haven't been coming up a little bit?
We've had a couple problems, but it's just minor things. We had to get under the table real quick.
It's actually kind of interesting.
Check things out. Yeah, it does add a different dynamic when you're not seeing the cards.
And when did all this stuff come up? Is that like
right? The action tracker is
cool,
great.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Different software or
just upgrades, man?
Yeah.
We're just always upgrading the software, and I think there's some more pretty cool features coming down the pipe as well. So
yeah,
we like to keep it fresh.
So like Bill here bet 30 with ace 7, which appears to be a value bet. I mean, he's betting 30 into 90, and couldn't quite see what seed 4 had. One thing was interesting too, because I remember hands like the back of my head. Now this is way before Bill. I had seen Bill play, but I actually came pretty close. I was 50-50. When Bill beat me with that ace king, when I had the ace 10 offsuit, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I had the ace of clubs in my hand, and the thought actually went through my mind of raising the river to like 1,000 as a bluff.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like a blockish type of bet, but he could have had a flush or a straight too, and that guy didn't look like he was going to fold those
Well,
hands,
that's the thing is that, and we've talked about that too, where there's some circumstances where I'm like, is there a right bet that you can bet to get the other player off this hand, depending on like when Bill had the straight against Kyle and the board completed the flush and paired the board on the river. it's like.
What did Kyle have that hand?
I forget what he had, but he checked. But Bill checks it straight over to Kyle.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Kyle had top pair or something. Okay. But I'm like, is there any sort of bet that Kyle, he did have top pair, and it's like, is there any sort of bet that Kyle can make here that Bill goes away? And my answer was no. Whether he bets small, Bill just calls because the money's not an issue. If he goes all in, I think Bill just thinks about it, but he still calls. I don't think Bill's going anywhere there.
This is interesting because Bill just turned the nut flush, and Peter, who checked back the flop, he has the king high flush draw and 2 over, so I don't think he's folding, and he's drawing dead. So it's great when you've got an image like Bill to be in this spot.
And we talked about that earlier, is that when you actually make a game, you get so dirty.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Well, I mean, Bill's going to probably bet and Peter's going to call.
Just flat call, yeah. That's maximum value for him in the spot here.
I mean, that's what's going to happen. Well, Bill, give him credit. He's going to bet. I can't fold this hand, really. It's tough to fold against a guy like this, but you said he hasn't been bluffing that much. But I mean, if Peter called the turn, he's going to call the
the thing is, Peter called to hit a club, and he hits a club.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to go anywhere now. Peter just gives a little grin and puts in the chips. I like that we started the split cam too. I enjoy the split cam when it comes heads up too.
Yeah, this is some really, really nice stuff. It's good that guys from Connecticut watch this stream,
We get guys from all over the world watching it.
Yeah, we had somebody from earlier chime in from Australia. We had some people from like South Africa chime in. Yeah, all sorts of randoms. Yeah.
So I'm really excited too. I mean, not only for this game, but apparently I'm gonna be playing in the Veronica and Friends game.
Good luck.
Are you playing in that too?
No, it's gonna be me and Jake in the booth. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so stoked. I can't
Veronica
wait.
said that she's gonna have me falling over before I get into the game.
Yeah, because you do a pre-drink.
You will.
You
guys are.
She already sent us an invite at 4:30.
I thought you were saying she already sent you a bottle of wine. I'm like, I'm not surprised. Start drinking now on Monday for Wednesday's game.
But that's great too, because I love that, and I've used a lot of those 1-3 games as instructional tools too, because there's a lot of people that are subscribed to Crush Live Poker that play those stakes, like a 500 cap game.
Well,
it's great.
I think that's kind of a cool thing about Stones Live is, all the guys streaming out there are streaming these high limit big games.
Sure.
So we'll mix it in some of these regular limits that your everyday player is playing. 1-2, 1-3. Did you happen to catch our superhero game, the 1-2 no limit?
Oh, it was the one on Halloween, yeah.
Halloween game.
I didn't.
Everyone dressed like superheroes. Yeah, go back and check it out. It was a good game. It's a fun game.
So that was 1-2 200 cap? Is that what that is?
Yeah, no table max on that one, and it still ended up being like this crazy action-packed game. I even jumped in there and donated $200 to it.
Him as a mad scientist and me as Deadpool. So
that was your costume?
Yeah. So we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Cool. How did you see out of that?
It was good. It was difficult. It was good. I made a lot of bad reads. Literally through the cloth.
Yeah.
One of the other things too, Justin.
Which Justin?
Pick one.
Justin.
Pick one.
You had to be specific.
You guys did. You've done 2 8/16 Omaha 8 games, and I did 3 videos on the first one, and I do an Omaha high-low video every month, and I did a 4th one on the second. So I've got 2 more videos from that second night, and the next one's going to come out this Thursday.
Cool. Very cool.
From that 8/16 Omaha high-low, and that's great. That's actually, that is the only you guys have streamed. That's the only Omaha 8 cash game that's ever been streamed with whole cards, 100%.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very, very fun.
I would like to tell you that there's going to be a lot more of them coming.
But it's tough. I mean, we tried to do a PLO8, I remember, too. It's tough to get.
It's difficult just to get the cards, to get 4 cards on the...
the reader.
The reader,
yeah. But it's nice to see they did it at the World Series. It's nice to see that some other games besides No Limit Hold'em, get streamed a little bit, so...
See, we got another viewer right now chiming in from Australia.
Yep.
Love it. Look at this flop. Top 2 here for Bill. Flush flop for Will. Game on.
I have a feeling that Bill's not going to be going much.
No.
Where's Bill going?
Nowhere.
So let's see how Will plays this here. Oh, Will's not in the hand.
Will's not in the hand.
I was going to say,
seemed
a little
I was like,
odd.
how'd they check over to Bill so fast?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy.
Well, that's how Will played it. He just folds pre-flop and lets Bill take it.
One of the other things, too, that's interesting is you guys do this splash pot promotion, which is really quite cool, which is usually it turns into a limit hold'em for that hand.
Exactly.
But because we're playing 5-10, apparently we wanted to do a no limit.
And that got juicy real quick.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I had a hand with ace queen on the button. There's 100 extra, and I went 35 call, and I'm like, this is a spot where it's going to be profitable to squeeze. And then you have a guy who's now in seat 4,
Who was in seat 1, woke up with queens.
Yep.
he 4-bets.
Yeah.
And then the reason why people are like, why are you taking so long? And the reason why I took so long with it is because I'm thinking in my head, well, this is a really good spot to like re-steal.
Exactly. So he's just making a super stab at it.
But then
right?
I kind of came back to reality, and I was like, I just don't see it that much. Just like I don't see, if ever, with Kelly. You know
We
what I
were
mean?
already calculating his chips and what you could potentially lose if you shove.
No, we were already there. We were already there with you. And we're just like, I'm like, where's he putting his range at? He's just like, man.
So what
does he really have a pair?
where
Does he
did
have
you
nothing?
ultimately get to that decision that you were going to let it go there? You got the read that he was that strong?
I don't see people cold 4-bet to like 600. That I calculated a stack, and it appeared to me like he probably was. It would have been a really good 4-bet bluff, like if you're just gonna fold, getting like 2.2 to 1. But I was just like, you know what? I don't know this guy. I can just lean on my experience of playing at this level for the last 10 years.
Exactly.
Just, if he's bluffing me, he's bluffing me.
And he has been actually playing pretty solid too. For the majority of the night.
Is he a regular here?
Is he just?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We had Maddie the dog whisperer on, but did he even get on the stream at all?
Did you say Maddie the dog whisperer?
Yeah, over there in seat 5, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about this dog whisperer.
You didn't know that he was before Caesar Milan.
No.
Before Caesar Milan, he had a show on PBS in the mid '90s.
No idea.
Yeah, I knew it right away when the last time I came up, and I recognized him because I used to watch it. I think it was between '94 and '96.
So
How
great.
did I not know this? He's a
Mini
regular.
PBS celeb. Yeah, he's super regular. Yeah.
He had the original Dog Whisperer show, and Kelly stacked him. Kelly had.
We talked about that. We just missed
you
the
were
stream.
you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
was
missed the
on.
stream. I talked about Kelly had aces full, and yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like literally 1 or 2 hands before we started
Literally.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would have loved to see that hand on the
And I was
screen.
talking earlier about how Maddie was the same guy. I don't know if you saw that, where we talked about the straight flush versus the nut flush, right?
Right.
And it was just like, same thing, And I'm like, every time Maddie's
Maddie
just on
had
the rough
bad
end of it.
run.
Yeah.
Rough end of it.
Unfortunately. We love Maddie.
So JKH15 says, Bart, do you ever 4 or 5 bet bluff?
Well, I 4-bet bluff tonight.
I was like, he tried to do it tonight.
I know.
He actually tried to do it tonight. What
And how did it work out?
I 4-bet bluff, and I was countered by a 5-bet bluff.
Someone made a comment in the chat room on that hand that I was curious about. They said that good female players are more likely to get respect on that 5-bet bluff scenario and would get away with it more often. Do you think there's anything to being a female player in that scenario?
I think that female players are normally a bit more passive, so if you have a female player that is aggressive, they get more respect. But to be perfectly honest, that hand has nothing to do with her being a female or not. If I get 5-bet by somebody in that spot, it's just I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, male, female are indifferent, man.
Yeah.
I think that right there, you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, 2 people rivered an ace here.
Baby pot at 75. Nobody wants to fire a little bit for value here.
Well, I think that Matt should bet here, and he's going to get called, and he's going to lose. His kicker is actually not playing. Because this one got checked down the whole way. It's going to go bet call, and ace-9 is going to play. 100%.
And Bill ain't going anywhere. What, is
Yeah.
Bill? Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah. The 9's going to play. The crazy thing about Kelly's 5-bet bluff is like her sizing was such. I'm going to have to go back and review the stacks, but
It was great.
it looked like she committed herself. I don't know if she was going to call off. I would never 6-bet shove in that spot with 8-5 suited.
The
but
crazy thing is you guys both have trash.
Oh, I know.
You
And
both
it's love.
have trash.
And I love it. And it's great because it's one of those things where I watched the whole thing go down, and right before she makes that 5-bet bluff, I'm like, I even make a comment. I was like, Kelly's one of those players who's very capable. Like, she's not just Hollywooding her. She's very capable of re-shoving and re-getting funky, and then she does, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that was a fun hand.
Crazy game.
One of the things about that hand that I've interesting too that I'll probably point back to is that I don't know if you guys have picked up the table audio at all, but I asked her, I said, you don't have something like ace-5 suited when she 5-bet me? And then she kind of like gave off a very, very big wry smile, and it's something that I've been studying recently over the last 6 months is tells. And it was like a release of tension. Now, because it's so rare in that spot for anybody to bluff, it didn't really make any difference.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to counter off.
Yeah,
what you
I
were
felt like
thinking.
she was committing herself anyways. But it's definitely something that I will remember if I ever see that type of reaction from someone in the future, I guess is what I would say.
The one thing that I hear from players that actually play on the stream, they'll go back and watch the video and watch themselves in scenarios to see what type of body language they're giving off and try to plug those leaks into future games. So not only is it entertaining for people watching at home, but even for the players in the game, it's educational for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Even for their own game.
Absolutely.
So it looks like that was the last hand. That's
Cool.
That's the end of the stream. Awesome to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
Just so you know, we gave you a lot of gratuitous plugs for Crush Live
Awesome.
Poker.
Thank you.
Hopefully we sent some traffic to your website. You guys do a great job with poker training over there.
Yeah, and I will continue to do these. I love doing these hands of the week.
We're always stoked to be affiliated with you and to have you here as a guest, and excited that you're going to be here for Wednesdays.
Yes,
Veronica
I am very excited.
I'm so
Veronica and
stoked.
Friends. Is this
So
your first
stoked.
time on Veronica and Friends?
Yeah.
You made it. You finally became Veronica's friend.
Well, dude, bring a seatbelt for the chair. It's going to be awesome, man.
It's great having you here again. Justin Caritis, Bart Hansen, Justin Kelly. We appreciate you guys being here. One last opportunity to click that heart, follow us so that you know every time we go live, and you can join us right here at Stones Live Poker. Thanks for being here.
Be here Wednesday. I'll see you.